Yo, people, welcome back to the YouTube channel. You already know what time it is. It's time for another watch along. Unfortunately, it's a Chelsea watch along against Manchester City. I've been enjoying myself. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's only just deeped in my brain cellular. I have been enjoying myself. I have been watching other teams. I have been at ease. A little bit of stakes I've been putting in for other clubs, rival clubs, but you know, I've wanted them to lose, but I haven't felt nervous. I'm shitting myself today, and the lineups are coming to you very soon. I am shitting myself. We don't need to wait until we get near kickoff. We don't need to wait until we get 10, 15 minutes. I am already screwed. I am already shitting it. I am so worried about this game. And the lineup's going to be very interesting. I see a lot of you in the comments are talking about Mason Mount. Mason Mount is not in the team, but he is injured. That is David Ornstein with the confirmed report on that. So don't start thinking that Graham Potter's dropped him and he's, you know, finally made one of the big decisions that some of you would have wanted in that lineup. It's more forced. He's injured. But you're saying you don't feel nervous. Some of you are feeling nervous. I'm definitely nervous because when you look at the Premier League and where we are, we kind of need to win, you know, and if we don't win, it's another war on social media. It's another war on Twitter. It's another Twitter space for cussing and all sorts of bad words will be used. And then we play them again. And we play them again in the FA Cup, and God knows what that means for our, you know, our own confidence levels. The lineup is going to be up on your screen right now. Big up to Alex every time for the lineups. He's smashing it. And I hope he enjoys the game. He's going to the game. I know a few people that are going to the game. Best of luck. Big Steve, best of luck. Hugh, if you've managed to get there. Okay, lineups. Let's get into it. Up on your screen now. This is it. This is the moment where we either gain confidence or lose it. Smash up the likes while you're in here. Big up everybody. There's loads of you in here already. I'm sure you're here to see me cry. Some of you, if you're Arsenal fans, are here to cheer us on. You're here to cheer me on. You're here to give me that good vibe, that good feeling. Even DG today was trying to give us confidence, to try and, you know, push us into a more positive light. But I'm not sure it will work. I'm not going to lie to you. It's all about the players. Chelsea on that lineup, Azpilicueta in goal. Azpilicueta in goal. Can you imagine? Alize Balagla. Do you know what I'm saying? Kepa in goal. Azpilicueta at right back. That's how you know I'm nervous. Man can't even read. Trevor Chalobah with Koulibaly, Cucurella, Zakaria. No Jorginho. Dropped. Kovacic. Sterling, Ziyech, Pulisic, Kai Havertz in a 4-3-3. I'm not sure if it's a 4-3-3 or it's a 4-2-3-1. I'm going to lean more towards the 4-2-3-1. But who's playing in that 10? Maybe Ziyech. If maybe Ziyech could be playing in a 4-3-3 and he might be playing on the right side of midfield for some creativity. We do lack creativity in the midfield. I'm surprised we haven't given it a go. I mean, he does do better off the touchline, but maybe he could sneak in there. And listen, the whole team is for anyone at this point. It's anyone up for grabs. No Thiago Silva today. So, you know, slightly worrying. Oh, you guys are saying Silva is in there, so that's a mistake. 1 second, let me get that corrected then. Apologies. Mistake in the lineup. Silva for Trevor. That didn't look right to me either. I'm not gonna lie. That would have been a crazy call. So yeah, let's get that changed. So yeah, that will be changed. Apologies about that. Edison, as you can see, everybody's nervous. Me, the editing team, everybody's nervous. Everybody's shitting it. So yeah, Thiago Silva does start. Don't worry. So Trevor Chalobah will be on the bench. We're just going to get that changed now. And Trevor is on the bench, actually, on the graphics. So we've just got 2 Trevors and no Silva. For Manchester City, we have Edison, Walker, Stones, Ake, Silva. Ake, Cancelo, De Bruyne, Rodri, Gundogan, Bernardo, Haaland, and Foden. Fam, everybody's nervous, fam. Nobody can speak. Nobody can see the team. Nobody can do shit today. I'm telling you, fam, it's a long day. It looks like Manchester City have gone back to their normal back four with Walker going to the right, Cancelo going to the left. Everybody has been kind of asking for that in the City fan base. And then, of course, you know, the midfield is the same as usual. Bernardo actually gets the start. We haven't seen him in a while. We've seen a lot of Mahrez, and Foden starts over Grealish. Should be more width in that Manchester City team, purely because Walker's playing. Obviously, the left-hand side is still pretty inverted. But I'm expecting Foden to maybe hold the width, and then obviously Cancelo tucks in. It's a little bit more balanced. It's a little bit more understandable than playing Cancelo on the left and having Grealish ahead of him, where they both want to cut inside. So there should be a lot more width in the Manchester City team. The Manchester City fans have been calling for width, and it looks like they're going to get it. De Bruyne and Bernardo Silva will be interchanging. Of course, you sometimes see Bernardo tucking into the midfield. De Bruyne pushes into the front two, or even in that right half space and starts whipping in those crosses. So that's some good interchange there. And I think Bernardo Silva, as always, is a top player. So I'm surprised I haven't seen him so often recently. So yeah, that's where we're at the moment with that situation. Let me just check that we're going to get these changes made as well, because we don't want to have this up here the whole time before a lot of people start getting here and getting confused. We might have to make the call. We might have to make the call. All right. All right, let me see. Yeah, we're all good. Yeah. Okay, he's good. All right, no problem. Okay, so Chelsea team, barring the mistake, we'll get that sorted. I'm looking at Azpilicueta as the massive weakness in this Chelsea team, of course, on that right-hand side. That does worry me. I would have preferred to see Trevor at right back, if I'm honest. It's what I had in my team. And then, of course, the centre-backs, Koulibaly's going to start, even though he's been a little bit worrying at times, very worrying at times. Jorginho has been taken out of the team. He's on the bench. Carney's on the bench along with Hutchinson, Aubameyang, Gallagher, Humphreys as well, Hall and Trevor Chalobah along with Bettinelli. So there are a lot of young players on that bench. I was kind of sneaky asking for Hutchinson to start. It was never going to happen. Maybe sneaky looking at Lewis Hall could start. Didn't happen. He had a really good performance at the Etihad in that game where we lost in the Carabao Cup, but we actually had a good performance, people. We did actually play well in that game. We did compete. We just couldn't be clinical. So not like the other top six games that we've been playing in the Premier League this season, but we are at home. It's going to be very interesting to see how much possession we do sacrifice. I do expect Manchester City to have more of the ball. But at the same time, let's not be disrespectful here. We need to actually not disrespect ourselves. We need to compete. We need to be at least good in the transition. And we need to have some sort of forward-thinking mindset. And with the attackers that are on that pitch, as long as this is not a three at the back, and I'm going to caveat this, right? As long as this is not a three at the back, then we should be moving in a good direction today. But if I dare see a three at the back and Ziyech is doing wing-back shifts, or Pulisic or Sterling's doing wing-back shifts, I will worry quite a lot, and my confidence will be even more shot. Who will you be cheering on today? I will be cheering on Chelsea, obviously. I know a lot of you have been asking what club I support recently because of my shenanigans, as you say. Yes, of course, Chelsea I'm cheering on, my team. I cannot not cheer for them. It would have to be extreme circumstances. As I said, maybe last week, Chelsea would have to be 10th, can't qualify for Europe, can't go anywhere, can't move, and Manchester City on the last day need a win to win the Premier League against Arsenal. Then I'm going to hold my hands up and be damn right shameless. I'm wanting to get smoked. I'm wanting to get smoked. You can hand the corn over. Do you know what I'm saying? Smoke us, beat us, destroy, do as you please, because we need to, handle business. And that is part of handling business in London. You have to sometimes be a little bit shameless and hang your hat on someone else. It's not something we usually have to do. Usually we deal with this stuff ourselves, but this season we're on another madness. But that is the extreme case that I would be like, okay, cool, bun the points. And I think most London club rivals would be saying the same thing, like Arsenal and Tottenham, if it was the other way around. But it's too early for that. They dropped points. I sprinkled maximum juju against Newcastle in that watch-along. And yeah, listen, we need to win this game. And then Manchester City can handle business later on. You deal with your shit after you finish talking to us. You know what I'm saying? Mason Mount is injured. Yes, David Ornstein's confirmed that. I'm guessing this is on Sky Sports as per usual. So we'll be getting that up as well. Time will be on your screen on time. Also, before we get into more details tactically about what's going to go on in this game and where our heads are all at and score predictions, after this, before the Big Six, because it is a weird time, Big Six is straight on after a Chelsea game. So you must be thinking, when am I going to do my review? How am I going to do my review? Am I going to record the video and put it up when Big Six is running, when nobody will watch it? No, I'm not an idiot. Okay? I'm not stupid. I know I'm not going to get any views there. So we're just going to do a live. We're just going to do a live straight after the show, after the watch along. Me, Dammy, and Anita, Apple Juice settings. We're going to run it back, old school, all right? For the one time. We don't do it often, but we're going to run it back. Me, Dammy, and Anita for a half-an-hour review live after this watch-along. And, it's going to be a lot of banter, a lot of jokes run. Even if we get our asses handed to us, you're going to get some entertainment. So yeah, when it comes down to this game, a lot of people are saying we have no chance of winning. My prediction, if you want my honest prediction, is a 2-1 Man City win. I'm not going to lie to you. I just don't know how we're going to stop them from scoring with Erling Haaland. The guy is scored against basically nearly everybody. Our defense has not been secure. Outside of Thiago Silva, it's been very shaky. Koulibaly is in there, still shaky. And when it comes down to, you know, Azpilicueta, I need not say anymore. Updated graphics is coming to you right now. Apologies for that little mistake, but it happens. Do you know what I'm saying? Big up Alex every single time. Everybody's nervous today. It happens. As you can see, I can't talk. You know, everybody's nervous, as they should be. So there you go. There's the update. Big up your damn selves. So let's get into this, right? My good point on this lineup is immediately that Zakaria seems to be the holding midfielder, or at least he's going to play in a double pivot with Cover. And I think when he's playing next to Cover in this double pivot, whatever have you will, if it's a 4-3-3, he's sitting. If it's a double pivot, he's next to Cover. I have always thought to myself, okay, you're going to bring in Zakaria. You know that we don't have a DM. We didn't sign a DM over the summer. So you're going to bring in Zakaria. So what are you going to do with Zakaria? Are you going to play him as a box-to-box midfielder when he's not very good in one of the boxes, being the attacking one? Or are you going to use his P&P, his power and pace, his aggression, his, you know, height, his physicality, all of those traits to our advantage and maybe have him as a sitter? Now, on the ball, in terms of being press resistant, in terms of receiving it in the tight spaces and build up, let's see what Zakaria is on. Let's see. And if it's not going well, then we're going to have to lump it, slump it. My Donnies don't eat crumpets. Shout out to Young Philly for that one. It's always a legendary line. If you remember Snapchat stories, you got to just bypass him and you just got to move straight into the second phase and don't even bother trying to do build up. I don't think today's the day where we should be very, very aggressive and, you know, almost religious about build up play. If it suits the time, do it. If it doesn't suit the time, then move it on. And I'm going to look to Kai Havertz today to hopefully try and actually hold up the ball. But if he doesn't, then you know what's going to happen. We're going to get dominated on possession. Now, I do expect Man City to have possession, like I said, but what happened at the Etihad is that Pulisic and Ziyech did start, and it was a good transition, and it was a good counter most of the time, and we just couldn't finish. So we'll get into more thoughts on that lineup in a minute. Let me go through you guys' thoughts and opinions in the chat. Tap in Triumph is going to rip us to pieces. He's still walking Jim Peanut. Big up, Ma. But we are in turmoil. That's the face of discombobulation with the super chat. Obviously, Big Six is at 10:30. You know, Tottenham won 4-0 against Crystal Palace at Selhurst Park. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's not looking good. It's not looking good at all, bruv. So, yeah, he's going to probably be on smoke. Son scored. Son got an assist. You know, we need not say any more about it. We know that he's going to have some chest about it, especially if we lose this match. So we'll see what happens. Get your score predictions into the chat. Let's see what you guys are feeling. I think we've got probably quite a lot of mixture of fan bases here. So I'm quite intrigued to see if I can recognize the Chelsea fans in terms of their predictions outside of the rivals. But if you want to put who you support afterwards, then definitely go for it. That will help just to gauge the confidence levels of City fans, Chelsea fans, and then also rival fans, because I know there's definitely some of you lurking. You got a lot riding on this game, Arsenal fans. I know you're definitely lurking. You got a lot riding on this. I'm seeing 2-2s. I'm seeing 1-1s. I'm seeing 8-0 to Manchester City. But I know that's a Man United fan, which is strange because that's your rival. But again, like I keep saying, the Manchester rivalry is not serious. 2-2. 1-0 Chelsea. We got 2-1 Chelsea, 2-1 Arsenal. Okay, 2-1 Arsenal fan, 2-1 to Chelsea, I'm guessing. 3-0 City, 3-0 City. Jesus Christ, these are some Chelsea fans. Lost it. 2-0 Chelsea, 2-0 Barcelona fan. 1-0 Chelsea, 1-1. We got 4-0, 4-1. 4-1 Chelsea. Where'd you get that from, mate? Are you having a bubble? You having a laugh? Jesus Christ. Well, I would love to see it, but yeah, I'm almost certain it won't happen. 4-1 to City. Jesus, some Chelsea fans are not confident. 3-0 City, 2-0 City, 2-1 City, 2-1 Chelsea, 2-0 City, 3-0 City. Bloody hell, 3-1 City, 3-1 City. Bloody hell, 4-1 City. Nah, man, this is depressing. I'm seeing a lot, man. I'm seeing a lot of batterings, and I'm going through it all. If I'm not going to read out everyone's, of course, but big up for this predictions. I'm entertained by that. Bloody hell. All right, well, let's see, isn't it? Let's see. We're going up against the team, I think, that have the most goals scored in the Premier League. Arsenal just slightly behind in second. So, yes, you know, Manchester City, as per usual, the best attack. And even with the best attack, we have been talking about in the previews Manchester City not really being their usual selves, maybe over-reliance on Haaland, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but if there's no plan B, what happens next? Not using the wide spaces as potently as they used to. There are no Sanes, no Sterlings, no Jesuses. The team's a bit narrower, etc. And even after saying all of that, they're still top scorers in the league. And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is why their problems mean piss all to me. I've been talking about it, right? I've been talking to Manchester City fans, and they have problems. Bernardo Silva wants to leave, etc. But your problems are not like our problems. You're a rich man with problems. It's like, oh, what Ferrari do we drive? Oh no, we should have took the Lambo out today. Our bad, you know. Let's take out the Rolls Royce or something. You know, we over here have real problems. You know, there's train strikes on Chelsea's side. There's train strikes. There's no taxis running from Gatwick. We over here really struggling. You know what I mean? You out here talking about which car you should drive and whether or not it's a convertible or it's got room for the shopping. Do you go with the Range Rover or not? And we're out here, you know, waiting on a bus that's not coming. You know what I mean? We're out here looking at Uber prices and it's like 40 quid to go 15 minutes down the road. This is what we're dealing with over here, ladies and gentlemen. So don't compare. And I see a lot of Man City fans out here saying, oh, we're worried and it's not the perfect time to play the mighty Chelsea. No, it is the perfect time. 1 win in 7, people. 1 win in 7. It could not be any worse than how it is at the moment. I don't think we've ever been in such poor form since Mourinho, when we were down in 16th, I believe, and he felt betrayed after a 2-1 defeat to Leicester when Mahrez cut in on his left foot and scored. And that's the season we finished 10th, and obviously he was sacked. I think that's the season we finished 10th. Yeah, I believe it is. I mean, he was sacked. Eunice said, which made me laugh so much, your problem is really cute. It's true. It's not really real problems. You know what I mean? It's not really real problems at all. Mason Mount is not injured. He is injured. He is injured, and that was confirmed by Ornstein. So he is injured. Big up everybody inside. Over 1,000 of you already, and we're not even obviously kicking off. So that's unbelievable numbers, man. You guys are smashing it. Make sure you smash the subscribe button as well. We've got a lot of content coming to you as well. I will be doing everything you need to know about Juranovic from Celtic. That is coming up very soon over the weekend, I believe, because obviously we need a right back and everybody's been talking about him after the World Cup. So it's time to talk to a Celtic fan and get the do's and don'ts on this player. Obviously, Enzo Fernandez uploaded a video on that. Battle of the North is tomorrow at 11 p.m. after the Everton versus Manchester United Watchalong. So you've got more content coming in there. And obviously then we move into the FA Cup weekend as well. So yeah, loads coming up. We've got a lot to discuss on Battle of the North after all these games. So I'm looking forward to that as per usual. I have a dream, man. Come on, Chelsea, do it for Arsenal. Listen, I don't like this shit. Do you know what I mean? I really don't like this stuff at all. Arsenal fans have got a very different tone this evening, and I don't like it. A very, very different tone. They're trying to buddy up with us. They're trying to, you know, ask us if we're all right. Do we need anything? It's like, what are your motives? And we know your motives. You want to extend your lead at the top of the table, and I don't like it. So, you know, respectfully, no, leave us alone. You're not getting shit from us. Go away. Okay, let's see. So yeah, absolute madness, man. Absolute madness is going on in London. We're starting to see Arsenal fans cozying up to Chelsea fans. That is something that you've never seen. Maybe you would have seen it when we were playing Tottenham. And we were stopping Tottenham from being in a title race against Leicester. We beat them at Stamford. Well, we drew them at Stamford Bridge. Maybe then Arsenal fans would have been all right with that. But apart from that, it's been a long time since Arsenal fans have been chatting to us like this. So yes, we even gave you Hutchinson. Yeah, it's true. It's true. But we gave you Smith Rowe. Actually, I don't even think we did. I think he just did trials at us or something. But we've definitely given you someone in Ketia, I'm pretty sure. You know, and we you know, you're getting the fruits of that there. So happy days. Okay. Right, let's go into it. So, of course, we've spoken about the team shape in the 4-2-3-1, potentially 4-3-3. We'll have to see how it goes. We've spoken about the weakness in Azpilicueta and Koulibaly. Let's not forget about him. But I'm glad Koulibaly hopefully is playing on the left side of defense and Thiago Silva's on the right. If we're going to have a weak point, let's separate out the weak points. You know, let's scattergun them. Let's move Koulibaly away from Azpilicueta. Let's not create this, you know, ricochet effect. Let's not create this, you know, snowball effect of mistakes. Let's separate them. It's like when you have two You guys know, whether you're in school now or you were in school, if you sat next to your best friend in class, there would be a lot of chatting going on. You wouldn't really get any work done. You got to separate the clowns. You got to separate the people. Do you know what I mean? Make sure you put them next to the nerds. Silver's a nerd. Cucurella is trying to be a nerd. He's doing his best. He's got a lot of catching up to do. He's a little bit behind. But separate the clowns, and that's what we're doing here. So that's good to see. Front line, again, no Aubameyang. I'm happy. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to see Aubameyang really starting at the moment. He's not long term. He's not playing well. I don't really like the way that he kind of carries himself at the moment. He doesn't really seem to care. It's very nonchalant. Whatever happens, happens, and that's not really surprising considering he's a spy from Arsenal. So yeah, Havertz up front by default, same as last season with Lukaku when we was having our problems there. And I think Kai Havertz is just going to bring a lot more to the team overall. And then, of course, you got Sterling and Pulisic. The weak points for Manchester City that were pointed out to me is, of course, you've got the wide areas. Now, that was granted when they were playing Rico Lewis as a right back, but he was basically an inverted fullback and he was tucking inside. So therefore, the centre back had to pull out, whether it be Stones or Akanji or whoever was out there. And that made the centre backs defending the wide areas and therefore weak point 1v1. That's not happening today. So, Manchester City have gone back to their back four. It's what they know. John Stones is back in the team. So, yeah, I don't have a weak point for Manchester City today. I'm just out here praying. So, yeah, that blows everything out of the water there, unfortunately. All right, cool. So we've gone through that. Manchester City's bench is there for you to see as well. You've got Mahrez, you've got Grealish. You've got Alvarez is back. Palmer's back. Phillips is on the bench. Not sure what weight class he is, but he's on the bench. Pep's been calling him overweight and then calling him sexy in the same week. So I'm not really sure what's going on with Phillips, but he's on the bench. Lewis is on the bench as well. So is obviously Akanji, Gomez as well, who they signed in the summer, and maybe it could have been shrewd business, but it doesn't seem like Pep trusts Gomez too much, and it doesn't sound like he should be trusting him too much. It seems like he's just not all that. So yeah, that's the first thing there. We're going through that. Also, I went through some alarming statistics before this game, and it's fair to say that it did give me quite the shiver. Chelsea have created only two more chances this season, two more big chances this season, I believe, than De Bruyne. So, yeah, okay, that's wild. And Chelsea obviously have scored less goals than Erling Haaland this season as a collective. So our collective team has created just two more chances than De Bruyne, and our collective team have scored less goals than Haaland. So you can see why I'm not confident really today. And what else was there? Oh, yes. Let me go through these stats for you because this is just damn right disrespectful, I believe. And I actually never really, before a game would be sharing something so disastrous, but I had no choice but to put it up. For goals under Potter in attacking stats, because of course this was the main question, right? Is Graham Potter going to make Chelsea's attackers great again? Thank you so much for becoming a member, John Anderson. Listen, I never asked for members. The membership option is there. At the moment, I'm just putting all the content public. I could do membership content, but my plan is to just keep putting out as much content as possible for everyone to enjoy. And if you want to support as a member, you can do that. But, I want everybody to see the content. I've never really liked paywalls and barriers for my content. That's why I'm on Twitch and YouTube. So it's for everyone. And if you see the hard work and you like it, then you can support. But that's up to you. I don't ask. So let's get back to it. Attacking stats, goals. Chelsea are 14th in the Premier League for goals. Chelsea are 17th in the Premier League for expected goals. Chelsea are 16th for shots per game. This is all under Potter. This is nothing to do with the previous management. At home, we are 18th for goals. Sorry, I'm just reading this. Jesus Christ. Shots, we are 20th at home. Is that correct? Bro, this is from Sky Sports. Are you man serious? Okay. Shots on target, we're 20th at home. This can't be right. This is from Sky Sports. Shot conversion, we're 6th, 13%. Lord Jesus. So, okay, we don't create enough chances. We don't take enough shots and we don't score enough. Wow. Is that... You know what? Yeah, I can't believe it. That's insane. Oh, wow. That's really hurt my heart. That has. Okay. And I think also in the last 6 games, we on form are 16th, which doesn't really mean shit to me because the table is already scary enough. There's no need to go into what the last 6 games are. Just look at the Premier League table in its entirety, and you will be shitting yourself if you're a Chelsea fan. We are currently 10th going into this game. So let's just, talk about where we are and why this is so critical to our mental health. 10th in the league, 1 point behind Brentford with 2 games in hand. Not that anybody really should be resting on that. Brighton are obviously ahead of us as well in 8th, 2 points clear, and Fulham are ahead of us as well, 3 points clear. So we're in the pack, we're in the pack. And Liverpool are up there as well, but there's no point going any higher. I mean, Liverpool actually on 28 points, level on points with Fulham with a game in hand, and then after that, there's no point going any higher because the gap is disrespectful. So yes, that's where we are in terms of teams ahead, and we're fortunate to find ourselves ahead of Aston Villa, 3 points clear, ahead of Crystal Palace, and Leicester City and Leeds and Nottingham Forest. So yeah, we're right in the mix of it, really battling in the Premier League right now in a nice, strong, Aston Martin position, I'd call it. Maybe a McLaren position on the grid. We don't quite have the engine this season to kick on, do we? We are currently 10 points off the relegation zone, but that's fine. And we're currently 10 points off top 4. So we're right in the middle. We're really right in the middle. We're 10 points off the relegation zone and we're 10 points off top 4. So it could go either way. So yeah, we're right in the middle of it, enjoying it for what it is. And it's mad. Yes, Mason Mount is injured. He is injured. He is being confirmed injured by Ornstein. Let me see if I can get any more information on what that injury is. A lot of you guys didn't want him in the team anyway. I was very, very close to dropping him out of my personal team in the preview. The only reason why I kept him in there is because I kept Sterling in there and they both had great games against Bournemouth. So I said, you know what, let's give you one more opportunity by rejigging a few things, bringing in Hutchinson, bringing in Zakaria into the sitting role and trying to see if that ignites you. But I have absolutely no problems if he was dropped today. I'll read the full statement from Ornstein without going into that paywall. It's Mason Mount misses out for Chelsea versus Manchester City. 23-year-old England midfielder is injured. They hope the problem is relatively minor, but big blow as Potter's men attempt to get back to winning ways against reigning champions at Stamford Bridge. I do think sometimes they are a little bit clever with the way they word these things. They say big blow, they know he's not playing well this season. I think they're looking for animosity from the fan base there. But that's just my hunch, that they're just throwing in that big blow because they wouldn't throw that big blow in for everybody. They put it in there for him because he's meant to be a key player, but he's not playing like one. So they're trying to be clever, and they're definitely going to get the outrage on the quote tweets and everything there. But it is what it is. I know exactly how the game goes, unfortunately. All right, listen. Let's move on from my pronunciations of people's names. So yeah, that's that. And obviously today, like I said, I put out a video and we had Enzo Fernandez drama in the Chelsea community, and we also had, I think that's the major drama. Obviously, Batshuayi has signed, and then of course you've got Mudryk, and God knows what's going on there. So very interesting. Is there any other games kicking off today? I don't think there is. I don't think there is any games going on. Let's take a look. Chelsea. Let's look at the Premier League fixtures. Let's see. Premier League fixtures. We're looking at just Chelsea by themselves. And we actually have. Is it just us today? Is the limelight really just on us like that? Fuck me. It is. Okay. There's no other distractions today, guys. I was just looking around. You know how I've been watching other games recently. I've just been looking around to see if there's anybody else. Yeah, no, there isn't. Unfortunately not. So, yeah. That's a shame. All right, let's get this up. Let's get this up on the TV. It's half an hour till kickoff. Let's humble them. Let's go. To be honest, I don't really know who needs humbling. I think Manchester City have been humbled to a degree. They had their point dropped, their couple points dropped against Everton. So they've had their humbling for sure on that front. And then on top of you know, us, I mean, you're definitely not talking about us because we're 10th. So we definitely don't need a humbling. I can tell you that for free. There's no humbling around here. We're very humble, very modest people, you know, right now, very humble. And yeah, we are more than you can believe, very humble. Yeah. We don't mean any harm to nobody. We just going about our way quietly. Please don't even look at us right now. We're not decent. You know what I mean? Don't look at us. We're not decent. So yeah, I've never been so humble in my life right now. Very, very sad. All right, let's get this up. Who's on the commentary today? That's going to be an interesting one as well. Let me take a look. Not that I listen with any volume, but I'm intrigued. All right, let's take a look. Okay, main event. We'll be looking around to see which one's the quickest today. And yeah, all right, timer will be ready for you, of course. Doesn't matter if it's a fake account or it's not, be getting blocked regardless. I'm not going to lie to you, so you don't have to worry about that. All right, let's take a look. All right, let's see. All right, give me your comments, your thoughts and feelings. Let's see what you guys are saying. I'm going to go through your comments now. I've done a lot of talking. You are box office. I wouldn't say that. Box office is a big word. It's a big word, box office. I'm not sure. You know, which, like I said, this is just mid-table. It's just a mid-table team up against the title challenger. There's nothing to see here. Just a minor game in the Premier League as per usual. You wouldn't give this much attention to a Fulham or a Brighton. So why Chelsea? Do you know what I mean? Nothing to see here. You don't want to be battered and bruised today. You know, I think that is the key. Let's talk about, obviously, Graham Potter and his just how important this game is for him. Croydon De Bruyne has said Chelsea. Big up Croydon De Bruyne, definitely an Arsenal fan, of course. Looking for his motives. All right, okay, let's go. So with Potter, Graham Potter, for me personally, this is a huge game because you have already shown against Arsenal and against Manchester United that you're willing to not only sacrifice possession at home to teams in the top 6, but also now in both those games, we did not even look like scoring. We were awful. And the only reason why we managed to get a point is, again, just because of a fortuitous moment for ourselves. And then even Manchester United there with a late equaliser. But we never deserved to even get anything from that game. We were very lucky. And Arsenal, we don't even need to go into it. We were bullied. We were bruised. And even though the scoreline wasn't emphatic, it was actually one of the most embarrassing performances I've seen at Chelsea. And it's funny, right? Because when people talk about scorelines and they talk about capitulations like Crystal Palace last night and embarrassing and what, I guess the question is for you guys, and this goes to anyone who supports any team, what makes an embarrassing performance? What makes a performance really, really poor? Because for me, it's not actually just the scoreline. It's actually the performance. And if we lose 1-0 and we play absolutely horrendously, there's no commitment, there's no quality, of course, you know, no fight, bruh, that is something that, you know, for me, you know, you have to look at it. Lack of effort, no closing down, people walking, throwing their arms up in the air. That kind of stuff spreads. And when that goes through the whole team, you're basically finished. So I look at things like that. And then, of course, yes, if it does become a capitulation and people stop trying and we end up going 3, 4, 5 goals down, then it's a problem. But I remember when we lost 6-0 to Manchester City at the Etihad. Can't remember who it was under. I think it was under Sarri, potentially. And I think we also had a big defeat against Watford. But I put those alongside the defeat to Manchester City where we were walking. I saw Fabregas walking under Conte. I saw everybody walking. If you guys remember that clip, where we weren't even trying to close down. We weren't even trying to win the ball. We were just walking across the pitch. We were just literally, we weren't even trying to get the ball back. We were 1-0 down, I believe, and we were walking at the Etihad with 15 minutes to go. We had no intention of trying to get a goal back. It's like we were just trying to keep the score down. That for me is proper embarrassing. Really, really embarrassing. So yeah, we've had some moments against Manchester City, and obviously last year not embarrassing, but unfortunately, you know, just lost at home again. 3-5-2 formation, I think we played, and we couldn't connect the dots between the midfield and the attack. But like I said, at the Etihad and the Carabao, I think we played really, really well. Lewis Hall had a great performance at left wing back. And yeah, I think we can take positives from that one. Unfortunately, we just didn't finish. What's everybody's opinions on Cucurella as well? We know some players, they're pretty definitive on opinions right now in terms of, you know, they're either playing badly or they're not. But when you look at Cucurella, it's definitely up for debate for a lot of people. A lot of people are not happy with the signing of Cucurella in terms of the amount of money we paid for what he's actually given us. They're not seeing the value for money. I think for me, when I'm looking at Cucurella, I think going forward, I've been really disappointed. He's not really making any underlapping runs. He's not really making any overlapping runs. He doesn't seem to run with any real conviction. He doesn't really seem to get forward with any conviction. He doesn't seem to really make, you know, he doesn't seem to double up well and actually help out the winger and really make it a situation that's really, really good for us. Defensively, I think he's been good defensively. A lot better than he was before the World Cup. So I'm not worried about him because I do still think he's a good player, but I do think going forward, he's really, really disappointing at the moment. I wonder what you guys think of maybe him becoming an inverted left back. If we were to go with, say, someone that was a flying wing back, a flying fullback on the right-hand side, similar to Arsenal when Zinchenko tucks in, you've seen Rico Lewis tucking in as a fullback seems to be a thing at the moment. It's definitely something that we've seen with Cancelo and Reece James. We know we could do it on the right-hand side. But do you think he can handle being an inverted left back? Personally, I've never really thought about it too much. I'm not going to lie. I thought if anybody in this Chelsea squad could have done that, it would have been Ian Maatson, who's on loan at Burnley. I think he looks a lot more comfortable in those central areas, but maybe he could do that. You're saying that he can't tackle. I mean, listen, it depends how long his hair is looking. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes he's what do you mean? beIN Sports is absolutely mudding us right now. What do you mean by that? Is it statistics? I'm not watching it on beIN Sports, but if they're dropping statistics, then yeah, they're mudding us 100%. Cucurella is a good player, but I expected more. I can't lie. I think that's kind of the general consensus. Yeah, I think so. But again, he's a good player. And Potter, this is my thing. Potter knows him like the back of his hand. So if he can't get him playing, that is, you know, that would be worrying. Even going forward, I expect him to improve. You know, there's no way that Potter doesn't know him inside out. He knows the play. He managed him at Brighton. So I'm expecting over time when we start to, you know, flip the team over and we, you know, we kick on a little bit and we get through this initial awful period. I'm expecting Cucurella and Potter to make sense. It's meant to make sense for sure. Last year's Player of the Year at Brighton. I'm expecting him to be better. One player that I don't know what the consensus is again is Koulibaly in terms of is it over? You know, are we giving up on him already? A lot of people are very worried about him. I am worried, but I want to give him, you know, obviously see what happens for the rest of the season. I just can't believe he's been this poor. You know, I really do believe you could end up having a academy, you know, centre back in Levi Colwill in there. And honestly, right now, you either wouldn't notice the difference or you'd actually get slightly better performances. And if a young centre back makes mistakes, you don't really, yes, you're annoyed because you're dropping points, but you don't really bat an eyelid because you know that's to be expected. But you don't expect someone of that age to be dropping clangers and being overly aggressive and overly assertive and getting booked stupidly and making mistakes and not really even being that great on the ball, apart from little flashes and few moments in matches. So he's got to fix up. And yes, you asked the question why Trevor Chalobah isn't starting. I think that's certainly something that I'm disappointed with. I think Trevor Chalobah was one of our best centre-back, if not our best centre-back before the World Cup. I think he was putting in some really, really good performances. And I'm a little bit surprised that he hasn't come in for Koulibaly tonight or for Azpilicueta because, you know, defensively, we do look a little bit shaky. But that's Potter's decision that he's made, and we're going to see how it pans out. Hopefully, Cover steps up as well today. I know he's coming off. He's always coming off something, isn't he? I mean, he had a really, really good World Cup, great World Cup. But you never know when he's away from a next injury. So let's just hope today we get a good performance and we go from there. Who's on that bench as well? Hutchinson, Jorginho, Carney, Hall. If you're looking at game changers on that bench, I'm looking at Hutchinson and I'm looking at Carney and I'm looking at Lewis Hall. And I'm being honest with that. I really am. You know, it's not to just send digs towards the first team, but I'm being serious when I say I really, really, really would rather bring on those three youngsters, no matter what's going on, really. Especially if we need a goal, I'm bringing on those guys before I bring on anybody else. I'm genuine about that. I really am. Let's see. Let's go. If Arsenal win the league, come to Ethiopia. We may give you a new passport, bro. I don't think you're going to want to survive in London by your own. Yeah, I mean, I've already said I'll probably leave. I mean, it's probably easier for me to just go back to Ireland. You know, I've got family there. I was living there for 5 years. Hugh's there in Dublin. I'll probably just go back to Ireland, to be honest. It's a lot quicker on the plane. Yeah, it's still the same time difference as well for the matches, so the watchalongs can continue, etc. So I'll probably just go back to Ireland if they win the league, to be honest. It's very simple for me. I've already kind of mentally made that plan already in my head. So yeah, hopefully that doesn't happen, because I do like my new apartment. But listen, if I have to pick up shit and leave, then so be it. At least for a season. Okay. Why did we buy Cucurella for what? I think, okay, so a lot of us are forgetting the reason why we were so worried about, you know, the fullbacks, obviously, and we've only really sorted out one side. Is Chilwell, you know, Chilwell is still injured. Chilwell is still not available, along with the others like Kante and Reece James, etc. And we knew that we needed a left back. We needed a left back, and we also needed a right back, and to really sell on Aspilicueta, and to bring in two fullbacks that we could rely upon, so that if Chilwell is out and he's not recovering as quickly from his big injury that we would hope he would, and again, that is exactly what is happening, then we would bring in a starting quality left back. Now, nobody at that point would have been vouching for Ian Maatsen, even though I do believe he's a lot more, you know, technically gifted and more promising than, say, a Dujon Sterling, who was getting a little bit more airtime, because, of course, Tuchel had used Dujon Sterling in the pre-season last year. So a lot of people were talking about Dujon Sterling again as maybe a backup right back. I personally don't think it's there. I don't think the quality is there. I don't think he's good enough. And I don't think we need to be, you know, spending our time on that. So that's what I'm looking at there. But we needed two fullbacks, and we got one, and that was that, to be honest. Am I shook? Or you're shook? You're shook. Well, that's understandable, bro. I mean, I think everybody's shook. We overpaid for most players. Someone experienced as Koulibaly should be so much better. I agree. Expected this lineup. Pulisic and Raheem keep switching sides, just constantly continue to consistently confusing the opposition. I would be a lot more confident on Raheem and Pulisic if they were playing their Rico Lewis at right back, not because he's not a good player, but because he always tucks in. I think now that they're playing Walker, they're going to deal with the transitions maybe a lot better, and he's not going to tuck in into some, you know, centre midfield position. I do expect him to just play in his normal position, unless Pep wants to overcomplicate things. So that because the wingers are actually coming up against fullbacks today, I'm a little bit less confident. However, Cancelo is a little bit dodgy defensively, so maybe we might be able to get some change. I wouldn't be surprised if Cancelo moves inside next to Rodri at times as like a Zinchenko, or tucks in, and of course then they move to a back three, and you've got Ake pulling off to the left, you've got Stones in the middle, and you've got Walker on the right. So we could still see variations of a back three for Manchester City today, and then we might get some space in areas, because when you're seeing that three, and if you can get through that midfield, you might just start to see spaces on the flank, or if they come up to the flank, you might see spaces in the middle. So because Ake is playing as a left side centre back in a three, spoken about Chelsea many a time before, it's why we're looking at a left side or a left-footed centre-back. Is why Badiashile come in, because he's left-footed, he's a left-side centre-back. It gives you the flexibility as a coach to move to a back three. It happens with Gabriel at Arsenal. Can't really happen at Chelsea, and hasn't been able to happen because we don't have a left-footed centre-back. And we obviously loaned out Levi Colwill. You're not going to have Koulibaly playing at left-back. You're not going to have Koulibaly defending too much in the touchline areas on the left side, and that goes for everybody. So, yeah, I think that's allowed them to be flexible in that regard tactically, and I'm expecting to see some time for free at the back at points. Okay, Lord Matisse, help Arsenal, please. I believe in you. Darwin Núñez, son of Gris Teta. Listen, nope. If we win today, it's not for you. I know you're going to be celebrating and whatnot, but I won't be thinking about you guys at all. I'm going to do my very best to not think about that points gap extended at the top. Because this is not for you, man. It's got nothing to do with you at all. Well, it does have something to do with you, but we're not doing this for you. Believe me, we'd rather anybody else be up there right now outside of you and Tottenham. If Newcastle were at the top, then happy days. I'll be all taking it in, but not this time. You think Potter is afraid to overstep Azpilicueta, the captain, like that, in order to avoid making his current situation worse by disturbing the locker room? I think personally that Azpilicueta at his current level should be fine and comfortable with not starting football matches for Chelsea. I think self-reflection is always important. I think he should know in himself, and I'm sure he is, that he's a little bit of a weak point. I think he knows when Reece James goes down injured and he has to come on. I think he knows that the team is about to get worse. That's not to say that he should not have any confidence. That's not to say he can't do a job. But he knows he's not the first choice right back on a normal day. He knows that Reece James is better than him, and he knows that we're weaker without Reece James. Everybody can see it. The players know it. He knows it. Everybody with half a brain cell knows it. So, in saying that, if you're a captain, you should be able to be selfless. And I don't see a situation where Azpilicueta, who's been at this club for so long, would be a very difficult person to handle from a professional standpoint, as long as you're honest with him. He's always been very professional. He's always got that shirt tucked in, you know. And I think personally, if you were to say to him, listen, I'm going to bring in a right back and I'm going to have you as my second choice and maybe even third choice, then he might make a move away in the summer. But I don't think he's going to kick up any trees, and I don't think he's going to start pulling up any trees. I don't think he's going to start causing problems. So that's how I see it, and I'd be surprised if it was any other way. But if what you're saying is even a little bit true, and you know, then Lord Jesus, then Lord Jesus, where do we go from here? But yeah, I do believe that, you know, he should be able to handle that. And to be honest, you need to be able to handle it regardless of how he's feeling, because go and look at Ten Hag at Manchester United. You know, he had to deal with Ronaldo, one of the biggest, if not the biggest name in sport. You know, when you're taking social media followers and all these things, this guy is the biggest guy in sport. He plays in the biggest sport in the world. He is the biggest name from a marketability standpoint, all of those things. He's got the most fans on social media, etc. So he's more marketable than Messi, etc. So he is, at the moment, statistically, you would say, the biggest name in sport. And Ten Hag went in there, and it wasn't pretty. It wasn't nice, but he handled it, and he got him out, and he moved him on, and he did it very swiftly and aggressively. And to be honest, Potter needs to be able to do the same thing. Now, obviously, there's a lot more love and respect between Azpilicueta and Chelsea than there obviously was between Ronaldo and Manchester United. But that doesn't really matter. You still need to be able to say you're on the bench because X, Y, Z. If you can't say that, and if you can't say that you're on the bench, or say that I'm bringing a new right back, or be ruthless for the good of the team, then you're not cut out at the top level, and that will be his undoing. So that is partly what I'm asking the question of, if he's going to be ruthless enough in the coming windows, and I hope he is, because he needs to get rid of certain players, and he needs to start, you know, making this team look a lot more suitable for the Premier League and a lot more modern. And at the moment, there's a lot of weak points in the team from a physical standpoint, not just a technical standpoint, both. And until we sort out those weak points, then the team forever will be falling. And Sterling and Cucurella and players like this, who actually could be very good players for Chelsea, will continue to look like, you know, mediocre. So yeah, that's where we're at with that. Blake says, I need you lot to win this, or you'll be in the relegation battle with Lawless sooner or later. Can you imagine if London Clubs Carnage had two teams in a relegation battle? Bloody hell, fam. I might have to replace myself as host and go and get a Brentford fan, and Lawless replace himself with a Fulham fan, just to keep the respect on the show. Jesus Christ, if you don't laugh, you'll cry. Ron is saying back four is so slow. Aspie should just go at ankles. You're saying he should go out there to do a madness. I don't condone it, but wow. Yeah, we've seen that from Blake. Big up. Your team must set up, rinse, rise. Look at them. Look at the Arsenal fans. Yo, rise. Rise up. Rise up, Chelsea. Rise up. Come on. Do us a job. Do us a favor. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. I've never seen anything like it. It pains my heart and soul to see Arsenal fans in there, top of the league, physical, composed, solid defensively, playing good football. Oh, Jesus Christ, I hate it. I really hate it. And I'm never going to shy away from saying how much I can't stand it. It really hurts. Really, really don't like it. But hopefully it doesn't last too long, and it's just a little blip. Hopefully it's just a moment in time, like a Leicester, and then we can get back to normality soon. I miss my AFTV rants. I'm sure you will do as well if you're not an Arsenal fan. Don't you just miss those rants on AFTV? Don't you just miss those screaming matches? Don't you just miss those arguments outside the stadium? Don't you just miss it? The one thing I don't mind, is that if you guys go back to the Champions League, I'm trying to see you guys get smacked up by Bayern Munich again. I pray that you guys go back to normal and that happens at the Allianz, because that was some of the best shit ever. That was historic. That was heritage. Yeah, it's all mad. Is she mad? Is she mad? Oh my goodness. It's insane. Absolutely insane. So yeah, kickoff is moments away. Timer is going to be ready to go, so you don't have to worry there. I will be flickering through to find the fastest one and the most up-to-speed one as well, of course. It'll take me a couple of minutes. And yeah, that team is out there, and they have to at least show that they belong at this level of a football club. And I think a lot of issue that I have with this squad is that I'm not sure that a lot of them have any actual pride in their performances. I don't really know if any of them care if their World Cup, and the World Cup is over now, and we're just talking about pride, and we're just talking about playing for, not even playing for the badge, playing for yourself and not making yourself look like a mug. I don't know if some of these players are even on that. I don't really know. We'll have to see. Today is a big opportunity for them to show that they actually are worth their wage. But we're going to see if they are or not. We're going to see. But I do have question marks over the mentality, again, of this team, because there's a lot of people in there that I don't really trust. This super chat says, "Don't disappoint me, ma." Come on, you Gunners again. Again, this is awful. This is absolutely horrendous to see on my screen. Absolutely horrendous. Big up Trent. I don't know why he's called Trent Maguire. That is a very disrespectful. Win for your London pals, says Jason. This is just horrendous. Chelsea fans right now, we just have to pretend this is not happening, to be honest. This season is shambolic. Jesus Christ. I just hopefully rely on the fact that we're not going to be down and out for long. We do this every couple of years. We have a shock of a season. And I just have to pray to God that this is not something that's going to happen consistently. And I don't think it will. But you never know these days. You never know. All right. Lord Jesus, here we are. It's going to be interesting. I can tell you that for free. We're in the end game now. If we win, we're only 8 points behind City. Please don't do this to yourselves. Don't do this to yourselves. You can do better than that. Do better than that for your own mental health. Look after yourselves. It's the new year. Stop the nonsense. Oh, Jesus. Wow. How do we silence Haaland? I do not know. I will not tell a lie. I do not know. Who has actually silenced him? If you take a look at Haaland this season, the best performance I saw against him was Joe Gomez and Van Dijk when they turned back the clock and they managed to have an incredible performance at Anfield in a win where Haaland did still have a couple chances, but they basically kept him mainly quite quiet. But they had literally Hall of Famer performances in terms of like their application to dealing with him. They were ridiculous. They kind of went back to their title winning partnership. Are we going to be able to do that? That all depends on Koulibaly. I have lots of confidence that Silva can defend and be, the guy that we need him to. But if Koulibaly is on his nonsense today, then we will suffer. If Azpilicueta cannot handle Foden, which I am very, very worried about, then we will suffer. If Bernardo Silva and Kevin De Bruyne interchange and say whoever, Zakaria or Kovac, is not dealing with that situation in midfield, then, those balls will be whipped around the corner and Kevin De Bruyne will be on his madness. And to be honest, one thing that we haven't spoken about before kickoff is Kevin De Bruyne loves a goal against Chelsea. Kevin De Bruyne loves a goal against Chelsea. And that is something that I am very wary of as well, the shots from distance, etc. So we have to be careful on literally all fronts. When was the last time you watched a press conference? If you want me to be completely honest with you, I haven't watched a press conference since the first maybe 2-3 when Potter first came in. Obviously, I wanted to get a little notion of what he would be like. And then I haven't really watched press conference since because they're very boring. They're quite bland. It's just not It's not really that interesting, to be honest. It's pretty much cliche lines. It's pretty much exactly what you expect to hear. There's not really any jokes being told. It's just a bit boring. So for me, I'm going to leave that on the side and not be paying too much attention to the pressers. The quotes are available on Twitter, much easier to quickly to just get. I don't have time to be wasting a whole 20 minutes watching a press conference when I could just get 2-3 minutes of quotes on Twitter and move on. So yeah, I'm not really on the press conference thing at the moment. I was absolutely infatuated with Thomas Tuchel's press conferences, but that is not really the case on this one, I must be honest. Okay, like I said, at 10 o'clock, we'll be going live for the review. It will not be a video just for today, not something that's going to be a regular occurrence, but it's just for today. Me, Damian, and Anita, 10 o'clock, we will be doing a live half-an-hour review. And I am going to put the link pinned in the chat just so you guys can set your reminders on that. If you're wondering where the hell the stream is, it is up, it is public, but I'll make it a lot easier for you by putting it in the chat. Win, lose, or draw, us three will be in there, hopefully giving you a little bit of something to smile about. But apart from that, it all depends on the performance. Okay. So I'm going to pin that now. All right. So that's on the chat now. Cool. That's it from me. Into the game. Kickoff is around the corner. Timer. Let's get that ready. Let's get that very ready. I think it actually is ready. They're going to have a minute silence, I believe. Let's see. Big up the London Cowboys. This is it. This is our moment. This is our moment. Okay, right. There's a lot of clapping going on there. All the best. People are wishing me luck. Is that how bad this is? It's become that now where we have to... Jesus Christ, it's peak. Peak in the streets. Peak in the streets. I'm just flickering through. Oh, come on, Chelsea. Come on, Chelsea. This is it. Everybody's keeping an eye on us tonight. The pressure is on. They're doing a round of applause for Pele as they should. And this is it, guys. Time is going up. And we're going to kick off. Chelsea versus Manchester City at Stamford Bridge. And hopefully you don't see any broken equipment in this watch-along. All right, timer. There we go. Let's go. Let's go. Big dogs, medium dogs, small dogs, all types of dogs. Chelsea in possession. Let's go. Kai Havertz. I need Kai Havertz to have a big game today. I really do. This is a very big game. I need him to do everything. I think he's been all right since he come back, He had a great performance in the first game. Second game, not really any service, but did work very hard. So I'm actually all right on Kai at the moment. I just need him to have a big performance tonight. If you get chances, you got to take them. We cannot, under any circumstances, be missing a lot of chances because we don't create enough to do that, as you saw by the statistics. Here's possession now in the back four. Hopefully, Koulibaly's a lot stronger today in that left side centre-back position. That's the only little saving grace. I'm hoping that he's going to be a lot more comfortable in possession and he's going to play his natural game. Obviously, at Napoli, he was playing on the left side of a back four. So we have to hope that that's the case today. Okay, Cancelo at the moment. Yes, Cancelo is at the right wing position. So Manchester City are doing the same thing they did at Anfield when they played a three at the back and they played Cancelo at wing back and they played Foden at wing back. I cast your minds back to the game against Liverpool at Anfield and they played them at wing back and Sterling seems to be maybe injured. So I'm keeping an eye on that as well. But yeah, they did this at Anfield, guys. They played the wing backs. If you remember, Cancelo was really poor that game. He didn't look very comfortable at all. He didn't look very good. It looked really weird from Pep. And if Man City do struggle, then people will be like, why have you done that? So It's a bit of a bold decision from Pep, but here they come on this left side. It's weird, isn't it? Pep's gone with that. I didn't think he was going to do that. I thought Pep was going to play a back four. Sterling's down. I thought he was going to play a back four. I'm really surprised. Really, really surprised on Pep on that one. Very strange decision to not just go with what Manchester City are kind of like used to, and to go with something like this is a bit out of nowhere. Oh, Aubameyang's coming on. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's only been a couple of minutes. Lord Father. Lord Jesus. All I want is one day. One day. Oh, my God, man. This is already a problem. This is, bro, it's over. It's over. It's a wrap. Do you know what? We're already here. We're already here, fam. That's it. Apple juice settings. I had it ready. You see, I'm not an idiot, fam. I had it ready. I knew today was going to be a long day. I knew it was going to be a long day. Cheers. Cheers, everyone. I knew it was going to be a long day. I knew. It's long. So you're going to tell me now Kai Havertz is going to play out wide. Or no, Ziyech is going to go out wide. Kai Havertz is going to drop to the 10. Lord Jesus. Oh, we're going to have no... Lord Jesus. No pressing from the front. Nothing. Lord. Apple juice. Oh, no. Oh, dearie me. Well, listen. We support our players when they're on the pitch. Everybody join hands. Everybody join hands. Come, hold hands. Today, Aubameyang is going to score. Okay? Today, Aubameyang is going to score. Today, Aubameyang is going to try. Today, Aubameyang is not going to do a backflip if he scores and not break his back. Today, Aubameyang is going to do a normal, calm celebration where he doesn't get injured, because that's really important. And today, Aubameyang is going to perform. All right? Today, Aubameyang is going to show the world that it is personal. Amen. Okay, lovely. All right, let's go. Come on. That will get the mood lifted, because you know we have to bless ourselves, man, and make sure that we're ready. We're ready for this meal. Wonderful meal. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. More than you can believe, guys. Let's go. Aubameyang. Obama blood clot yang. But what I call him, Obama blood fire. Obama blood fire. Let's go. Today is your day today. Okay, today is your day. Today is your day. Come. This is it. This is it. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, I would have loved to have seen Hutchinson come on. It's personal. It is personal. Let's go. Today is the day. All right, Chelsea in possession. Koulibaly's going to launch it. Aubameyang. We just have to get all the negativity out of the room. You know, we have to cleanse the room. Make sure that everybody's got their crystals and shit. This is a good day. Let's not be negative. It's 0-0. Let's just hope. So at the moment, Cancelo's playing wing back, as we said. Ake's playing left side centre back. Definitely a back three from Manchester City. Foden at left wing back. I'm not really sure why Pep's done it, but we're going to see tactically if it works. Aubameyang pressing from the front. Good lad. Early doors. You got to keep an eye on De Bruyne in that right half space, though, because I have seen him, you know, every time before he even receives the ball, right? If you look at Kevin De Bruyne, before he even receives the ball, he is literally looking at Haaland every time in that attacking area. Kai didn't see it. Kai didn't see the pass. It's something that you would only play on FIFA, man. Kai didn't see Aubameyang. Again, this is why you got to scan people. This is why you got to scan before you receive the ball, because there was a great opportunity to play Aubameyang in, but you're not going to see that pass if you're not scanning. And this is my problem with these players. They don't scan before they receive the ball. I'm going to start counting head swivels. Lord Jesus, I broke my pen. I can't even take notes. Do you know what? This is not a day for notes. This is an apple juice thing. Watch the players before they receive the ball, guys. If you don't see them swiveling their head and scanning, then you know why we can't pass. Because I remember when I grew up watching Lampard, and I went to my first Chelsea game, and I watched Lampard purely as an individual. And that man would scan all the time. His head would be moving like this constantly. Same with all the top midfielders. They always scan constantly. And I think we need to start sticking some trackers on these players' necks and tracing how many times they swivel their head per game. We need to do swivels per game. We need to do expected head twists. We need to do these statistics. And then we're going to see who the real scanners are and who the real players are. Expected twists, expected swivels, fam. I need to see it. Brother, that would actually be a really good statistic for people to look at. Because it's really important. It's all about awareness, press resistance, intelligence, vision. All those things fall under whether you're actually aware of what's around you. And the only way to do that is to look around you. So I'm telling you, head swivels is a thing. We're going to get that moving in 2024. Head swivels. 7 minutes in, cover. Pulisic wins that. Come on, Kai. Rodri. Okay, Ake now. City in our half, as expected. I don't really mind that. Remember Aubameyang, he's got that Arsenal connection. Maybe he'll today turn up for Arsenal. Listen, this might be the best game to play him in if you want some more positivity. You know, he's got a love for that club. This would help them win the title. If he was to win this match, it only helps them more. So maybe he'll perform. As disgusting as that all sounds. Let's see. Oh, they're looking. Haaland's actually come short. Clear that. Well done. Come on. Zakaria. Well done. Pulisic. Well done. Cover. Well, look at Cover. Look at how press resistant he is. Look at him. Oh, Matteo. I love Matteo, man. This is a wonderful player. Cucurella. Jesus Christ. Cucurella's taking shots. Man's trying to be Zappacosta. Cucurella wants to be Zappacosta. Yo, Lord Jesus. Aubameyang to score for the love of the tattoo. This is his chance to make it up to Arsenal fans who were upset when he left. He's part of this charge. No way. This is a disgusting super chat. This is a disgrace. You, sir, are a bad man. You are a bad man for putting that in. You've actually proper ruined it. You've ruined it now. Oh my goodness. This is what I'm talking about, man. Yeah, but that was beautiful from Cover. That was beautiful, man. What a player. That's why I want him to hopefully get over his injury issues. And for me, get a DM. Enzo Fernandez, please God, we can secure the deal. I still really want this player. Imagine if you had Enzo Fernandez and Cover contesting for one position, and then say you had a DM, and then at this point, you know, you go and get, if you can't get a second DM, fuck it. Even keep Zakaria as your second choice DM. Whatever. Imagine you had that. Bro, that's much more balanced. Much more balanced. Here's Cover. Oh, but the reason why I'm saying more so not on Zakaria is because he is meant to be injury prone. So I'd rather get a DM and then get some other DM as well. But it's probably too many players. Maybe you have to look inside the youth. I don't know. Oh, don't give me hope. I'm just trying to speak it into existence. That's all I'm doing. Amrabat, yes, brother, that would be the guy, exactly. I'm not even gonna lie to you, yeah. You got Amrabat and you got Enzo Fernandez and you sorted out Kovacic's fitness. Lord Jesus, we would live life to the fullest. Live life to the fullest. 10 minutes in, Manchester City just in possession with Bernardo Silva. He's checking back in on his left foot. He's gonna go again. Here we go. Cancelo. This is so weird seeing Cancelo on the right wing, man. But I don't know what Pep's on, but let's see. Because you know what's funny here? Even if he had played him on the left, he could have had his build-up play, his passing range, coming in off the left, cutting in on his right foot, and Cancelo can then switch to play, or he can, you know, shoot, or he's so technically gifted, he can basically play as a midfielder. So him being on the right, just for me, especially as a right wing back, I'm not as sold on it. Especially when I've seen him for Man City, it just feels like the left hand side is much better because you know Ake is going to go across and he's gonna you know protect the defensive side of things. All right, so here's Aubameyang on the right after Kai Havertz intercepted really well there. Oh. 11 minutes gone. Nerves running through. Yeah. I'm shaking, quivering. It's a long day. Stop playing back. If you're looking at that midfield, you're looking at Cover to progress the ball. Look at, bro, Cover is so press resistant. He's so press resistant. Oh, it's just beautiful. It's like he's got eyes at the back of his head. This brother's got 360 vision. Oh, Cucurella. Cucurella, what are you doing? You can't do that. You can't do that, Cucurella. Not today. Not today. Oh, please concentrate. Here's Pulisic. Cucurella again. Well done. Free kick. Okay. Oh, Lord. Oh, Jesus. You know, I was actually going to save the apple juice for the review, but I think I need it in the watch along a lot more. Because at least I've got my friends with me, Damien and Anita, on the review to help me through it. But in the game, yeah, I'm all alone in this room. I need some help. This is long. Oh, what a pass from Silva. Breaking the lines. Again, this guy is just such a great player. Aspie. Oh, Aspilicueta. Aspilicueta. My eyes are bleeding. We are so handicapped. You know, when he jogs back, he knows I'm a weakness. He knows. You can't keep doing stuff like that and not know. It's mad. We need to get a right back, man. We need to get a right back. It's really pissing me off. This is why the Enzo thing is even more annoying. It's like, hurry up and close that so we can go and get the right back. And then, Lord, I would even shut it then. If you want to shut the window then, fine. I don't mind. Shut it then. You know, or clear a couple players and shut it. Clear your Rubens or your Gallaghers and shut it, bro. But please, can't keep doing this. Oh, God. So Manchester City had their chance there. Little bit of a space on this right side, but nothing substantial. Kepa off his line quick. Why is Uba playing right wing? I don't know. I don't know. I think he knows Pulisic's better off the left. So I'm glad he knows that because that's, for me, factual information. Oh, Aubameyang. Aubameyang, please. Okay, what we got? Oh, my goodness. Jesus Christ, this guy. Oh, Jesus, Lord. Father, Lord. Play it. Yeah. We don't have a right winger, to be honest. You know, Kai could go out on the right, but he's not a right winger. You could go put Aubameyang out there. He's not a right winger. I don't really want to see Pulisic over there. So, yeah, we don't have a right winger on this pitch. You have Ziyech, actually, to be fair. Ziyech. Brother, you know, I forgot Ziyech was playing. Holy shit, Ziyech. Brother, I forgot all about him. I forgot all about Ziyech. Brother, get Ziyech the ball, man. Habibi. I forgot all about Habibi, fam. This is nuts. I was thinking to myself, I swear there's another player in this team that started that I've just not thought about. It's Ziyech. So there you go. Ziyech should be on the right flank. Ideally. Here's Walker. Cancelo. Cucurella. Yes. Cucurella move. Ball. Kai. Yes. Pen. Ref. Oh, what are you doing? Please, VAR. You got a VAR, check it at least. It all happened too fast. VAR, check that. Check that. I don't think he's got the ball. Hold on. Stones. Oh, I don't know. I think he did get some of it. Shit. I think he did. Fair play. I think he got it. I think he might have got it. Fuck. I think he got it. Ziyech. Yeah, I think he got enough of it. Ball in. Unlucky. Here's Cover. Ziyech. Good ball in. Win it. Oh, come on. Again. Kuli. Unlucky. It feels like ages ago that Koulibaly was celebrating his first Chelsea goal at Stamford Bridge. And I was like, yo, he was doing his whole like playing celebration. I was like, yo, we have arrived. Please, not another injury. Pulisic. Oh my goodness. If Pulisic is injured, I'm actually dead ass leaving. I can't be asked with this shit anymore, man. Too many injuries all the time. I can't be bothered. When is it going to end? I can't keep doing this. There's just too many injuries, man. Too many injuries all the time, guys. Hospital FC. Exactly. Oh, Jesus. Oh, wait. Does that mean Hutchinson can come on? Brother, I hope he's okay and he's not out for a long time. But if he does not bring Hutchinson on, listen, let me tell you something, yeah? If he brings on Gallagher, I'm leaving. If he brings on Gallagher for Pulisic, I'm fucking leaving, all right? Get me Hutchinson on this pitch now. Don't even dare do anything else. He's a winger. You want a winger, bring on a winger. Go get me Hutchinson. I just want to be excited. I just want to have some sort of hope, something to look forward to. That's what he gives me. Unpredictability. $18 minutes. Right side, Cancelo. Is he okay? Is he okay? Is he cool to carry on? Pulisic? No, he's not. Pulisic is definitely not carrying on. He is injured as hell. You know what? He ain't going to bring on Hutchinson. He's going to bring on Gallagher. And he's going to put Aubameyang on the left. And he's going to put Kai down the middle. And he's going to put Ziyech on the right. I'm calling it. Who else is on the bench? It's going to be Gallagher or it's going to be maybe Lewis Hall, maybe Carney. But if he's okay, then that'll be good too. Is he back? Another casualty. Another casualty. Is it good? Bro, we'll have to see who it is. Yes, I've been to loads of games, yes. Before I was doing content, I was a Chelsea fan and I went to loads of games. Here's Cucurella. Ball over to the wide areas. Cover. Here's Koulibaly. Brother. We're still playing with 10 men, I swear. No? We are. Yeah, we're still playing with 10 men. I don't see him yet. Ziyech. I'm yet to see him back on this pitch. Spin, yeah. Oh, well done. What we got? Oh. God damn. Has Haaland had a touch? He hasn't, but Haaland doesn't need a touch. That's the problem. Haaland's had no touches in this game. He don't need a touch. But that's mad, isn't it? He's had no touches. Long may it continue. But there he is. There's his touch. There you go. See, look. There's Haaland. Look, Haaland's had 4 touches now. 5 touches, 6 touches. There you go. Haaland's had loads of touches now. So we can drop that narrative. Because everybody was gonna use that against him, wasn't they? Oh, God, man. Where is Pulisic okay? I don't see him. I don't see him, man. Carney, yeah. Carnes is coming on. Okay. That's actually a positive sub. Better than Gallagher coming on, I think. So that's okay. 2 subs has been made already, guys. 2 substitutions. 2 substitutions already. We've had to make 2 subs. This is not good. This is not good, man. Well, what do you mean Koulibaly's injured as well? What do you mean? He's changing. He's changing. Yeah, he's all right, man. Don't say things like that, guys. Imagine if he was injured as well. Yeah, he's just changing. He's just changing boots. So Carney's going to come on. Mount is injured before the match. So, okay, let's see. This is a big opportunity for Carney. Big opportunity. Koulibaly ain't coming off that pitch. Good boy. Good lad. He's not injured. David Ornstein said he's injured. So I'm only going with what David Ornstein said. He said that Mount's injured before the match. That's why he's not in the squad. We're actually playing okay. But, you know, again, that we'll have nothing to show for it if we don't score. So we got a good spell here, potentially, where we're actually competing. Let's try and maximize it and get a goal. Because Man City at some point are going to wake up. And you can be sure of that, people. Bro, stop throwing up this goal scored stat. Everybody's seen it, man. You're milking it. They keep showing this Chelsea versus Haaland goal scored like we ain't, like nobody don't know the stats already. God damn. Well done, Carney. Come on, Kai. Ziyech. Ziyech into Kai. Play it first time. First time. Oh, unlucky. Yes, Kai. Well done. Carney. Oh. Ziyech. Oh, where you going? Oh, unlucky. Unlucky. Oh, my eyes lit up there. I thought Carney was going to score. I thought Carney was going to score, man. Oh, Ziyech has been all right so far. I think everybody's been all right. Looks good. Looks good. Good game. Everybody's been all right, man. But we just... Ziyech, that's good from everybody up there, but we need more. We need a goal. We all know what this team is like, man. Can't play well and come and concede and leave 1-0 and be like, yeah, we need a goal. So someone needs to step up and put that ball in the net. I thought Carney might have done something there. It's unlucky. Ziyech is good though. Ziyech is dropping in deep. I like this. Like this. This is good. This is very good from Ziyech. City's press looks trash. Chelsea can score. Well, as you say that, they just pressed us and got the ball. Got to be careful. Never underestimate City. Trust me, things can change quick. But at the moment, this looks good, man. But I don't really want to get too excited because we ain't scored. Go on, Carney. Well done. Well done, Cucurella. Well done. Quick throw. Well done. Well done. Keep it. Well, this is good, man. This is good. Much better today. Much more balanced. Everybody's looking a lot better. We got width in the team. It's good. I hope Zakaria doesn't get too far forward, though. I don't want to see him too far ahead of the ball. Because we don't want to get caught in transition. Go on, Kai. Carney again. Oh, look at that. Lovely. Little bit of speed. Well done. Unlucky. I like to see this, man. I like to see this. This is lovely. Play it. Oh, there was a little ball for Ziyech around the corner. That's where Zakaria is not gonna be of any use. There was a little ball. Yeah, look, you saw it. You saw it. I saw it. We all saw it. There was a little ball around the corner. There was a ball around the corner for Zakaria to play, but he ain't playing that. You know who is playing that? A certain Enzo Fernandez. Pain. Go on. All right. 26 minutes in. I'm really happy with what we've seen so far. We're competitive. We're playing well. We look organized to a degree, but City have not tested us too much. But again, we need the goal. So you're ticking all the boxes outside of the goal at the moment, but we'll have to see if this carries on. I'm glad to see that now that Kai is really playing in the 10 and Aubameyang's really up front, because there was a moment where it looked like Aubameyang was off the right and I was starting to question my life, but things are a bit more normal now. Here's Ziyech, Azpilicueta getting forward, corner. Come on. Come on, boys. This is good. This is good. Come on. Okay. Smash up the likes if you haven't already. It's a big boy watch along. They've cleared the corner. Here's Ziyech. Okay. All right, 27 minutes in. Free kick. It's a good area as well. Yeah, Ziyech is now comfortably, for me, best player on the pitch at the moment. I think he's really taking it. Him and Cover have been really, really good. I think it's between him and Cover. You could say, yeah, I think between them two, definitely. They're the ones that are really looking good right now. Ziyech, what you got for me? What have you got for me, sir? Ball in. Oh, headed away. Go again. Yes, win that. Oh, unlucky. Keep going. So Aubameyang just chasing there. Oh, my God. Careful. Careful. Careful, Koulibaly. Oh, Jesus Christ. You know, I feel like sometimes communication is just not there in this team. Like, you'd think that someone would be like man on or something, but it just doesn't seem to happen because surely if someone shouts for him there, he knows what's around him and maybe he doesn't do that. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't think the communication in the team is that great, if I'm being honest. If I'm looking at the team and I'm thinking to myself, who are my speakers? Who are my loud guys? There's not great communication, I don't think, in that team. Maybe some language barriers as well. That doesn't help. But I definitely don't think the communication in this team is great. But yeah, let's see. No one's ever going to know the answer to that, to be fair. Unless you're on that pitch with them or you can hear them, obviously, at the stadium right now. Here's Bernardo. Bernardo's going to play it. Here's Rodri. Walker. Man City back in possession. I actually think that Chelsea have probably dominated possession, haven't they? Yep, 76% possession for Chelsea so far. Cucurella getting doubled up on. Yeah, there's the run because you've got Cancelo, you've got De Bruyne, and you've got Bernardo Silva. So there is a lot of doubling up going on this right-hand side. You're right. We have to be very careful. They're not anywhere near as many numbers on that left. They're really trying to overload the right. Really, really trying to overload the right, aren't they? And they've got loads of good deliveries of the ball, different feet, different angles that they're trying to create, whether it's Cancelo, whether it's KDB, Bernardo, who's come a bit central now. Man City just trying to get to grips. It's the first time Man City in this game have really had probably some steady possession. Which is shocking, but true. Here's Ake. Gundogan. This is nuts. I can't believe the way this game has gone so far, to be honest. Here's Cancelo. Ball in. Oh, Jesus Christ. Bloody hell, bruv. We really are a little bit of a scary team, aren't we? Jesus. We are a scary bunch, people. We are a scary, scary bunch. Bloody hell. We got through it, though. Thought he was going to overhead kick that into his own fucking goal. Oh, KK, man. Koulibaly. The KK special. Jesus. The Kellogg's, man. The Kellogg's special. So Man City just trying to get themselves back on the ball and get a bit of control back in this match because they haven't really had too much possession. KDB's on the ball here inside. Bernardo Silva's playing really, really central. He's almost playing as like in the double pivot with Rodri, and then you got Gundogan here just ahead. Here we go, Haaland. Oh, Gundogan. Oh, you got to be careful. Got to be careful. Got to be careful. Gundogan definitely playing a lot higher up. That's, yeah, it's not really close. In the end, dealt with that. But that was a lot better from us. I think defensively in the half spaces, we didn't give them too much room and time. But playing out from the back now, pulling the ball out to the right side. What's going on? And take the goal kick again or something. Calma. I don't like bald refs. Yeah, I don't like bald refs either, but I haven't seen this bald ref. I don't remember his face. So maybe he's got... I think he's actually got some hair follicles actually at the top of his head. If you look closely, if you zoom in, you can see some hair slightly. It's not like clean cut off, no hair. There are some hair follicles that are trying to be adventurous and throw themselves into the atmosphere. So I think maybe you actually might have something. It's not Anthony Taylor exactly, so we're living. I can definitely see a hair follicle or two there. Here is Silva. Aspie down the line. Well done, Aubameyang. Well done, Zakaria. One more. Ah, one more, man. Kai. Oh, okay. What we got, Kai? If he's just played that one more round the corner. Portini. Oh, that's Portini, yeah. Don't really. One of them referees, I ain't really recognize him like that. He ain't a famous one. He ain't one of the Mike Deans, the Anthony Taylors. Howard Webb when he was here. Here's Walker. Here's Bernardo Silva. Unlucky. 34 minutes gone. Havertz needs to pass to Aubameyang when he makes the run. Why didn't Kai pass to Aubameyang? Yeah, it's true. I mean, do you know why he hasn't passed it there? Because it's on his right foot and he doesn't trust his right foot to make the pass. So he didn't play it. That's why. Well done, Zakaria. Well done. Oh, he's overhit the pass. I was just about to say well done, and then he goes and plays it out. Yeah, Kai is not trying that pass with his right foot. He might try it with his left, but he's not trying it with his right foot. It's just not going to happen. So it's not really surprising, to be honest. It's not surprising. It's Turkish in the chat. Oh, dearie me. Oh, dearie me. Turkish is in the chat. He's very active these days. I've noticed. He's very active. Must be something in the air at the Arsenal. Do you know what I'm saying? Something must be going on. Here's Zakaria. Plays it out wide. Here's Ziyech. Ziyech is going to cut in. Go on, Ziyech. Oh, unlucky. He almost found himself in a dangerous position. But he looks like he's up for it today, Ziyech. He's been good. Very good. He's looked like he's very much up for it. So that's great to see. Because he had a really good game at the Etihad when we played them last time. It's a shame Sterling has to go off so early against his old club. I was looking for a little bit of a redemption arc from Sterling today, but didn't happen. A lot of people are not happy with Kai Havertz today, it seems, in the chat. Here's Stones. Here's Walker. Here's Manchester City. That's a big pass in between the lines. Haaland. Ooh! Ooh! That's big. Big chance for Haaland. One pass through the middle of the pitch. You take your eye off it for a second, those players in the pivot, and you find yourself with a chance like that. They switched off in that pivot. They let that pass go straight in between them. And that's a massive chance for Haaland. I'm surprised that's not in the back of the net. Again, he doesn't need many chances. Almost put that in the top corner. That was close. Really, really good chance. Here's Cucurella. Well done. Kai, win that. Yep. Haven't seen much of Kanye in the last 5-10. Play it. Ziyech, you're going to switch it? Good. Oh, I don't actually think he needed to touch that, Kai. I think if he had just let it go for Carney, he would have gone through to him. Let's see what you guys are saying in the comments. How does he generate that much power? He's a demon, brother. He's all about the power, man. Because of the early injuries, the next substitution will have to be a triple sub for all subs to be used, Matt. Would you bring on if it's still 0-0 after 60 minutes? I mean, I would never make a triple substitution in this situation after using the 2 subs. Because if someone gets injured again, then you're down to 10 men. So I think when you're taking a look at the next sub, I mean, listen, let's see how the game progresses. Let's see who plays well, who doesn't. 60 minutes is a long time away. At the moment, I'm pretty happy with who's out on the pitch. I think everybody's playing pretty well. I think Kai Havertz, you could say, is probably the most, at the moment, what everybody's most frustrated player, it seems, in the chat. But I'm pretty happy. Here's Cucurella. Oh, well done, Cucurella. Well done. Well done, my guy. Well done. Well done. Well done. Cuckoo is cooking. So yeah, I'm not really thinking about substitutions yet. I'm pretty happy with everything out there. But yeah, 60 minutes, I'll have a different opinion for you for sure. Let's see. Kepa's going to go long. Aubameyang needs the ball played to him earlier, man. That's the one thing Kai needs to do, is get his head up, and he needs to play the ball in behind. But it depends on what foot it's on, because if it's on his right foot, it's not going to happen. Well done. Well done. Oh, cover. Unlucky, guys. Unlucky. Right. 40 minutes in. 5 minutes to half time. I think at the moment you get to half time at 0-0, you would just go again. I think it's not the worst thing in the world. I do think there was a period in the game where we could have potentially... Oh, there's some statistics for you. Since the start of last season, only 6 games has James and Chilwell played together since the start of last season. 6 games. 86% wins, but ratio on that percentage on them 6 games, but obviously it's not a lot of sample size. Can you imagine they've only played 6 games together? Here's Kai. Well done. Oh, it's behind him. It's behind him, Carney. Behind him. Zakaria. Yes. Go on, Cucurella. Look for Aubameyang. What we got? Yeah. What we got now? Well done. Well done from Aspilicueta. That's good. I like the way he made that run just to give Ziyech a lot of space. Ziyech, unlucky. That's good from Aspi. I like to see Aspi, even if he's making those decoy runs and he's not running to receive. He's just running to create space for Ziyech on the outside so he can go 1v1 and try and get the ball in. That's what he needs to do. That's what he needs to do. People are saying that Aubameyang is lazy in the chat. Well, he's old, isn't it? So sometimes laziness, sometimes tiredness. I don't know. He's old. He's 33. You don't really ask a 33-year-old to press on average. That's why I was looking at Gabriel Jesus. If you're gonna be wanting your forward to press from the front, then you go down the Jesus route. You don't go down the Aubameyang route, to be honest. So it's not really surprising me if he's not giving you all the pressing that you want. Here's Carney, cover. Oh, unlucky. Need Carney to be a little bit sharper now. Ball in. Big game for Carney, man. Big game. He wasn't like a consistent starter for Villa last season. Now he's in a big game like this for Chelsea against Man City. Handball is, I think Cover's looking for handball, is there? I think he's looking for handball. He's looking for handball. Pep, what is Pep thinking in his head? God knows. What is he thinking? Go on, Ziyech. What is he thinking? Kai, play it. There we go. Carney. Carney. Oh, God's sakes. One of those shots you just kind of knew was going to either trickle wide or hit the post. Just didn't have the power on it. Unfortunately, not the accuracy as well, but unlucky. Unlucky. De Bruyne. Saved. Ah, close. Very close for Carney there. Could have had his goal. Could have had his goal. He come off the bench there for Sterling. Sorry, off the bench for Pulisic. He kind of scuffed at it with the shot. So he's unlucky. It wasn't the most... He could have had a goal already. He could have had a goal already, man. He really could have already had a goal. It's the second time now he's been in a good position to score. Hold on. Oh, that's a moment there where Carney's probably not going to have the experience to deal with that. Giving it up for a throw. Coming up to half-time, people. Almost there. We're going to go through it at half-time. It's been a tactical game. It's been a very, very tactical game. And it might be decided by the fine margins. We have to be very careful. Hugh has made it to Stamford Bridge just about. Ball out wide. Here's Cancelo. Oh, again, they're in. Gundogan. Jesus. You know, they should have actually done a lot better with it. A lot better than that. A lot better. That's poor from Gundogan. Could have easily put in a better ball for Haaland. Got themselves into a great position. Kai, well done, Kai. That's the thing with Kai, is when he's on it, he does give you the base level of, oh, for fuck's sake. Again, I was just about to praise him, and then he ruins it. I say he's just about to give you the base level of work rate and getting into the position to make the interceptions and whatnot, and then he goes and gives it away like that. They almost scored. Almost scored from that. Lucky. Look at blink of an eye. Manchester City can make you pay for that. Look, Kevin De Bruyne, Foden slightly offside. Jesus Christ, man. Kai passing today. Kai's passing today. Oh. Ball over. Here's Cancelo. Yeah. We're looking at half-time now, very soon. Half-time. Yeah, half-time. Oh, Jesus, boys. It's been one of those ones today. It's very tactical. It's very, 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 very close in terms of, you know, you can lose it and win it by the smallest of margins. And that's what kind of scares me, is that, you know, we are still lacking that potency up front. I think we're not really creating enough chances for Aubameyang, but that's a whole situation there. It's not really surprising. I mean, because we've already made the 2 changes, I don't think we're anywhere near making a change again in this halftime period. But definitely a message could be put out to Kai. You know, you got to look up, you got to make those passes, you've got to spot those runs because we need to score. Would I be happy with a draw? If I'm being completely honest, no. And that's me. So that doesn't make sense, right? Because I predicted a defeat. But I'm not going to be happy with a draw because we need to win. We're 10th. And when you draw to Nottingham Forest, and when you lose to Leeds, and when you lose to Southampton, and when you lose to Brighton, you do need to pick up points against teams that you're not expected to. Otherwise, you're going to finish the season in a very, very bad position. So I wouldn't really be happy with a draw. I think it's a must-win game. It's a must-win game for Potter. He needs it. He needs the win. And we need the win as fans. We really need the win. And the players need the win. The players badly need a big win to give them some confidence and kick on. But we've played well. We've played very well. I think we've created a couple of chances. I think, Carney, when he's come on, he's looked lively. He showed a little burst of pace here and there, got himself into some good positions. Obviously hit the post. Zakaria is playing very well. Cover, very press resistant, playing well. No, listen, it's not about being realistic because Nottingham Forest, we should have beat them, but we didn't. So when you're 10th, you can't afford to be realistic anymore. You have to win every game until you get back into a respectable position. So we can't lose any more points on Manchester United. We can't lose any more points on Spurs. We can't lose any more points on anyone. So it is a must win. We're 10th. So it's not about, if we're being realistic, we should lose. That's the realism. But if you want to be actually back in a good position in the Premier League, then you need to be winning. You need to be winning a game. Can't keep that'd be 8 games, 1 win, 9 games, 1 win. Can't carry on like that. If Everton can get a point against City, put it like that, then why can't we go and beat them? We played well. They have their moments where they look like they could be shaky. Their press hasn't always been on point. If Everton can take a point, Everton, as shit as they are, if they can take a point at the Etihad, why can't we get a win? Why not? So so that's what we need to try and do. So yeah, I think Zakaria, Ziyech, it's been a good performance from basically everyone. I just think there's a little bit of frustration on Kai, which is fair enough because of course, he's not really getting he's not scanning enough. Maybe the vision's not there. I think there was a moment where I spoke about it in the first half where he didn't really scan, and Aubameyang, there was an opportunity to play that ball and he didn't play it. He didn't play the ball. So, and Aubameyang needs to service early. Aubameyang's not one of these players where you can, play it, bop it about, and he'll just kind of wait and wait. He needs the ball played early. He's trying to catch defenses off by surprise. So we do finally need to play the ball into him. Because I mean, if I go back through Aubameyang's chances, how many chances has he had? Because I can't remember a shot for him. It's not the first time I'm saying that our striker's not had a shot. Let's take a look in the statistics here. I don't think Aubameyang's had a shot. Yeah, he hasn't. He hasn't had a shot. So if I go through the statistics, Aubameyang has had no shots in this game. Not even a shot blocked. He needs to be shooting. We need to get the ball to him to be shooting. Carney's had a couple. He's had a couple, so that's fine. Hit the post. His finishing's a bit rough around the edges. There's no surprise there. If you're looking to the bench in terms of people to come on later on in this game, you're looking at Hutchinson, definitely. Maybe Lewis Hall, but I'm not sure what you'd bring him on for right now because I think Cucurella is playing pretty well. I think Zakaria is playing well. I think Cover's playing well. So I wouldn't really think he's needed. I think you're looking at Amari Hutchinson maybe if you need just a little bit of extra intensity and energy coming into the flanks. Say if Ziyech was to get tired or whatnot, or if you take Kai off maybe. I've been impressed with Cucurella so far. Yeah, I think Cucurella has been very, very solid. Very solid. I think Aspie's been solid. Aspie, we were really worried about him at the start of the game. I think he's been okay. There's always mixed reviews on Cucurella's performances at the moment. Some people think he's not playing well. Some people think he's playing well. Like I said, I think everybody's playing pretty good, to be honest. You know, I think everybody's having a pretty good game outside of, you could say, Kai Havertz. I think everybody else is having pretty solid game. So that's just the way I see it at the moment. Obviously, it's not really fair on Aubameyang to even really give him a rating because he's not receiving the ball in the areas he needs the ball. He's only had 8 touches in this match since he's come on. So we have to be, you know, mindful of that. Let's go through your comments, see what you guys are saying. I don't mind. Hold on, let me go from the bottom. Cucurella should be benched, but we've got no subs. Cucurella is cooking. Cucurella has been cooked a couple of times. Cucurella has had his moment. He got skinned. Yeah, that's fair. He's definitely had a moment. I think it was, what happened? Was it Hairline? No. Who was it that skinned him? Someone's always going to skin someone once or twice in a game, you know? Don't think that means that you're having a poor performance. You deserve to be in the lead, but you know City, they will probably come out in this half. Exactly. And that's what worries me, is the fact that we haven't scored and we haven't even seen half of what Manchester City are on yet. And they are overloading that right-hand side a lot. You've got, you know, De Bruyne, you've got Cancelo, you've got Bernardo over there. So, you know, what I don't want to see is a good performance and then we concede and we've lost. And it's like, because as much as we can say, okay, do you know what? Fair play. We actually played really well today. We need points and the players desperately need points. You know, if we were to lose after playing well, I don't think that's going to give the players any more confidence going into the next game against Man City. I think they're just going to be like, Jesus Christ, when will it end? When will it end? You know, it's like a snowball effect. It's just going on and on. This kind of form is just, this is relegation form that we're in. You know, over the last 6 games, we're like 16th in terms of form. So that's why I'm saying this is a must win. We're 16th in the last 6 games in form. You know, it is relegation form we're in. So we need to try and win if we can. Obviously, if we take a point, I'm not going to be kicking off anything, you know, but it's not gonna do much for us, to be honest, unless we make something out of it afterwards and build on it. But this Chelsea team are very unpredictable. I think the only thing I can count on them trying to build on from is a big win against a big team. Okay, let's see what else is being said in the chat. Hit the post. Yeah. Win it for Chelsea. Win it for all of London. Jesus Christ. Midfield is looking better without Jorginho, says Owen. Yeah, I mean, sometimes the midfield looks better without him. Sometimes it looks worse without him. It's very inconsistent. It's not surprising. That's just what we are, inconsistent. Big up, bro. Much love to you as well. Much appreciated. Smash up the likes if you haven't already. 1.7K of you in here. You man are killing it again. Big watch along. Do you feel Arsenal better than City right now? This is not the old City. If we're talking form, if we're talking performances, yes, 100%. The table does not lie, unless it does. And that means, you know, Tottenham being higher than they should have been this season due to loads of comebacks and, you know, pulling people's hair. Or Manchester United finishing second under Ollie and them thinking that that's actually going to continue when really it was Liverpool having a load of injuries. But yeah, the table doesn't lie most of the time. And when you take a look at Arsenal at the moment, they are better, 100%. They are 100% better in terms of form and playing and, you know, being more dangerous and being more aggressive on the press and even defensively, you know. Against Brighton, I'm not even holding too much stock in that 2 goals conceded because a lot of it was complacency. So, yeah, man. A conversation needs to be had about Kevin De Bruyne. He's been stinky. Yeah, I mean, do you know what it is with Kevin De Bruyne? I haven't seen too much of him today, surprisingly, which is a bit of a shock to me because, of course, I was worried about him before the match. And, of course, he has a track record for scoring against us. I do think they are a bit overcrowded on that right-hand side. They really do want to create overloads. They want to have... And the thing is, this is why I was a little bit more lenient maybe than some of you guys in the chat on Cucurella. Cucurella is being doubled up on. If you're clocking that, you got Kevin De Bruyne over there. You've got Cancelo over there. You've got Bernardo, who's maybe more central now, to be fair. But you've got a little bit of a doubling up situation on that side. So it isn't really that easy to defend when you take a look at it. It's not easy. I'm not ignoring anybody's questions. There's just a lot of people in the chat. Big Ash is saying, what happened to Agent Chelsea losing for the cause? Not today. Well, listen, it could still happen, bro. It's not over. Don't count your chickens yet. Game ain't finished. Game ain't finished. Do us a favor. Game ain't finished. Yeah, so for me, I feel like Cucurella, listen, he's not got an easy task over there. You know, he's got one of the best players in the league on that side who wants to spin the ball into De Bruyne. He's got one of the most technically gifted, you know, fullbacks in the game at the moment on that right-hand side who can also give you some trouble step-overs-wise. He's actually a little bit of a winger when he wants to be, although I prefer him on the left-back position or the left side position. And then Bernardo, if he wants to, can go over there as well, because of course he's used to it, and that's where on the formation it looks like he would have been. So there is a lot for him to deal with over there, and he's got Carney ahead of him, who's very young. Not saying he ain't going to get back and help, but he's very young, he's very raw. So you know, there's a lot to learn in that respect. It's not like he's got a Ji-sung Park in front of him, you know, doing all the due diligence, coming back and covering him and whatnot. So yeah, I'm not really sure why people are onto Cucurella so much, but okay. So what else is being said? Don't you have to change the lineups? Nah, I'm not. Nah, listen, this ain't no big ass production. You know what I'm saying? This is my editors at the game enjoying. Do you know what I mean? If there's substitutions being made, that's an upgrade that we can look at next season. But you know, to be going through all that right now is a long day, and I want to focus on the game, so I'd rather not be trying to edit and do all that kind of stuff while the game's going on. Zakaria better than Kante now, sadly. Listen. Let's not drag Kante's name into this, man. Kante is not even a player to compare with players anymore, because he doesn't play. Do you know what I mean? He doesn't play. He's a great player when he's at his best, but he doesn't play. So Kante's so injury prone now. The comparisons are just, there's no point. Are you going to compare him with someone in the championship and say that they're better? Well, if they're playing and he's not, then you know he's of no use. So yeah, if you're talking about as a footballer, Kante for me is probably still a better footballer. I wouldn't go that far. It's a bit too early for that. But listen, he's very injury prone, so I'm not gonna bother bringing him into convos when he's not even fit. Josh joined. Thoughts on Koulibaly's performance? Still shaky. To be honest, there was a little moment. Well, not as bad as usual, but still a moment where I thought he was going to actually potentially score an own goal or whatever. He kind of kicked it behind him and Kepa still saved it. But to be honest, outside of that, I'm trying to think of what else happened with him. I'm not really thinking too much other problems. He was doing actually very well, to give him some praise. He was obviously alongside Haaland when he had that chance, and he did really try and put him off as much as possible. So maybe if he's not as alert there, Haaland's putting that in the back of the net. So yeah, like I said, outside of Kai, I think Kai could be a bit better with his passing. Like I said, his vision, knowing what's around him, playing the ball early and behind. I know he doesn't want to use his right, but there's been a couple of times he could have played Aubameyang, he hasn't played him. And he's obviously been dispossessed. Was it dispossessed? What happened with him? I think was he dispossessed, or did he give the ball up? I think he just passed it out, just stupidly, literally just rolled the ball out of play after actually doing really well. The work rate's there from Kai. He's winning. He's making interceptions. He's getting back. I'd actually like to take a look at how many interceptions he's actually won. Let me see. He's one ground deal, one aerial deal out of the 8, so 2 out of the 8 there. 2 interceptions. He has been, getting himself about, but again, in terms of what he's doing on the ball, we still need him. If he's going to play in the 10, you do need to be more creative. So yeah, is it just me, or are we playing better without Mason? Again, sometimes we play better with Mason, sometimes we don't. I don't think today is the day to try and dig too deep into this player, that player. Is this now the team? Because we do this every time. We put together a decent performance with this team, and then we'll send this exact same team out against fucking Cheltenham at the races, and we'll lose. So I'm not even going to bother getting myself dragged into any conclusions. There's literally no conclusions to take from this team when you're sitting in 10th. The team is too inconsistent. The team is too flawed. It's too imbalanced, and there's no way I'm going to be starting to question: are we better with him? Are we better without him? Let's just go game by game and we ain't even won. So let's not go anywhere yet. Let's, as they say, don't go anywhere. Do you know what I'm saying? Because the game ain't over and we ain't winning and we ain't in a good position in the league. So I would like to put that down to a collective. Say that's everybody's fault that we're not where we should be in this league this season. All right. So second half's going to kick off. Let's get the timer on. Let's go. Second half, bang. Let's go, people. This is it. This is it. Second half. Matisse, Arsenal versus Chelsea, a real rivalry. I'm seeing a lot of Arsenal support in the chat here. Yes, you had a lot to say about Manchester Derby. You're clever. You're clever. You're clever. You're very clever. That's a very clever super chat. All right, fair play. I mean, I think you know why. I think you know why there's support, but fair play. You picked a good time. You're running it, and it's working. So I'm gonna let you have that. That's a W for you. You picked a good time. Rico Lewis has come on for Manchester City. I believe. I think that's a little afro that I'm seeing there. So yeah, he's come on. I'm not sure who's come off because I missed the graphic. Is it Cancelo who's come off? Is it Cancelo? Or is it Walker? Akanji. What's going on? Akanji. Wait. The problem has always been Jorginho. Again, I wouldn't say it's one player's fault, but he is definitely one of the players I would let go in the summer, and I would definitely look to upgrade, and I would definitely think that would solve some of our issues. But I wouldn't say it's one player. That would be extremely harsh. All right. Here's Bernardo Silva. He's on the right-hand side now, going up against Cucurella. Maybe they're going to look for a little bit more trickery and pace on that side. And move De Bruyne in centrally, I don't know. Both. Oh, strange subs from Pep. Strange subs. We'll see what Pep's cooking. Let's see what's going on. He made the two changes then, hasn't he? So he's brought on Akanji and he's brought on Rico Lewis, you guys are saying. Oh, De Bruyne, loose touch. Loose touch. Play it. Oh, lucky again. Aubameyang, man. We need to sell Aubameyang. People are annoyed with Aubameyang. Oh, the loose pass. I see why. Haaland dragged wide. Aubameyang too deep. You don't want Aubameyang that deep. You don't want him in those areas, man. That's where he's not that guy. I've seen many a time Aubameyang play a pass too short, give it away, and then we're on the back foot. It's happened loads of games this season. Sometimes his hold-up play and his link-up play has actually been all right, but it's not consistent. He's not that type of player. He's not that type of striker. So, yeah, I just don't want to see Aubameyang, to be honest, involved in all that. If we can help it. That's one of his weak spots for sure. That's why Lacazette was played down the middle to do all of that, and Aubameyang was played off the left. Rico Lewis is starting to become a very important part of Pep's puzzle, isn't he? He's playing a lot. Here's Koulibaly, Cucurella, giving it away. Not good enough. Again, could have easily played the simple pass into cover, and you choose to go down the line and you're giving it away. Second half's been poor so far. Ball going to come in now. Headed away by Silva. Not a good start to the second half, man. Not good. Not good. We need to fix up. Really, really need to fix up. Come on, guys. I need better than this, man. Second half's been very, very ropey. Very ropey. Here's Bernardo Silva. Man City have stepped up second half. They look very serious. Pep's made a few tweaks, and at the moment, it's looking all right for them. Rico Lewis is in the midfield. Ball in. Kepa, well done. Let's go quick. Roll it out quick. Oh, my God, Kepa. Oh, you haven't been accurate with it. You're not accurate with the pass. Foden. Ake's onside. Someone look at Ake. There you go. Foden. Aspilicueta's tugging at the shirt. It's a free kick. I don't know if he's going to... Yeah, Foden's not going to get it. Shoulder. Oh, Jesus. This is why I didn't want to jump to too many conclusions at half time, because game ain't over, man. We ain't done anything yet, people. We've achieved nothing. We've had a good first half. That's it. Not achieved nothing. We ain't got no points on the board yet. The result's not over. Don't count your chickens before they roost, man. Got another big 45 to go. Free kick in a dangerous area. I don't like the look of it. Obviously, Kepa in goal. I don't really think he'd be coming out for this one. It's too, you can't. Where are you coming out to anyway? This is way too dangerous, man. You just got to just pray to God, stay in that goal, protect that near post. Got the wall in front of it. 50 minutes gone. De Bruyne's going to smash this across. Well done, near post. That's for Laqueta. Out for a corner. De Bruyne on the corner. Chelsea 0, Manchester City 0. Taken short to Foden. 2v2, De Bruyne. Ball in. Header. Off the post. Oh my God. Oh, Jesus. Ake. Lord have mercy. They're knocking on the door, people, man. They really are knocking on the door. They've stepped it up. They look a lot better now. I don't know if they've gone back to a back four. Here's De Bruyne over here. Yes. Come on. Oh, this is not fun. Not fun. Not fun. So dangerous game we're playing, people. Very dangerous game we're playing. We need to fix up very quickly. Okay. Because at the moment I'm seeing changes in that Man City team in terms of their, oh my God, look at this, man. We're asking for it. We're asking for it. We're asking for it, people. This is ridiculous. 6 minutes, and I don't think I've even seen us in their half. We're giving the ball away. We're gonna concede. We are going to concede, man. This team are so difficult to support because they show good signs. They don't capitalize on them, and then now look, we're playing like a bunch of scrubs. What is going on? Fix up, man. Oh, Jesus. All right, play it now. This game is so finely in the balance, man. But I've seen these games so much. These type of games, big games, decided by big players. And I'm wondering who's going to come and decide us on our side, because I know who's going to do it for them. These are the type of games that are decided by big players and big moments. And fine margins. And they got a lot of big players. And I'm looking at my team and I'm thinking, who the hell is going to do something here to make us stand out? And I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. And that's the problem. We got a nice team. You know, when we're playing well, it's a nice team, but it's not a ruthless team. And it's not a decisive team. And they've got some big hitters in that team. I can smell the bullshit from here, man. Here they come. Foden. Yo, look at the space. We're lucky. We're lucky. I saw Foden in way too much space there for my liking. We're getting dominated, man. This is like polar opposite to the first half where we had all that possession. They're dominating. This is like the normal Man City. It's like they've just snapped out of it. They just come back. They've revived. Bernardo, much tougher test for Cucurella now than what he was getting in the first half with Bernardo out there. He's not afraid to take him on. He's got a little bit of pace. I don't like the look of this man at all, people. Here's Bernardo. Haaland in the box, being marked by Thiago Silva. Just keeping an eye on Haaland. Get out to him. Get out to him. Thiago Silva is all over Haaland. Like, man marking job. He's not letting him go anywhere. And I love that. Thank God. Silva's all over Haaland. He's all over him. If you watch him off the ball, go on. Oh, for God's sake. Koulibaly. If you watch, whenever they're in possession in our half, it's just Silva marking Haaland, and he's not leaving him alone. He's like a rash. And I couldn't think of any better person for the job, so it's good. Here's Silva. Cover. Well done. Look at the space. Kai, pick a pass. What are we doing? Out to Ziyech. Ziyech, well done. Ball in. Oh, unlucky. That's better. That's better. That's much better. Much better. Work the space really well, man. Loads of space on that right side. Loads of space. And that's what happens when you transition in a competent manner. And you have a player that can evade a press like Cover and then find himself and get it out wide into those areas where there's a little bit more space, because you can press, but you can't, if you can get through it, you can't stop that. Ball in. What's going on? Go on, go on, go on. Show what you got. Show what you got. Beautiful ball. Beautiful ball. Hey, oh my days. Oh my God. Hey, is that a penalty? What are they complaining? What are they complaining for? They want a penalty? I don't think that's a. I don't think that's a penalty, is it? Who's what's happened here? Nah, man, that's too. You're not gonna get a penalty for that, man. You're not gonna get a penalty for that. I was more concerned about the shot that just went wide. You're not gonna get a penalty for that. It's too light. But to be fair, I've seen that given this season. I've seen a lot of light penalties, man. So obviously, by my standard, I would be like, yeah, that's not really a penalty. That's pretty soft. But from what I've seen this season, I've seen those given. Any little touch and people are getting penalties these days. So I don't know. Teach me the chants from Chelsea. I'm the biggest fan today. Brother, I'm not teaching no Arsenal fans nothing, bro. I know who you are, bro. We know you. Don't try it. We know you. Go away. Carney brings a new energy to this dead team. Yeah, Carney's bringing something. He's definitely bringing something. Bro, we know you. We know you, bro. This Arsenal stuff has got to stop. Yeah, Carney is bringing something. He is definitely bringing something, which is nice. Could have got an assist, man. He could have had a goal and he could have had an assist. But listen, coulda, woulda, shoulda, man. Big game. We need somebody to do something. We need somebody to do something, man. I'd love for him to get the winner. It would be a great moment for the kid. Mahrez is going to come on for Pep. He's bringing on Mahrez, man.
Deliver tonight, and there's a meal on me in the high-end restaurant in West London. Deliver tonight, Matisse. We have faith in Chelsea. Listen, deliver tonight. Deliver tonight, and there's a meal on me in the high-end restaurant in West London. Deliver tonight, Matisse. We have faith in Chelsea.
This brother wants it so bad. Oh my goodness. Saeed is there no matter what. He's there no matter what. He wants these points. Oh my goodness. Here's Ake. Ball in. Oh. Well done. Cucurella clear. Oh, this game's nerve-wracking, man. So nerve-wracking. It's a voice note. He just sent me a voice note. I wasn't expecting that from him. I know, obviously, he wants us to win so he can get closer to Man City in the league, but... Oh, shit. Here's Haaland. Sorry, De Bruyne. Oh, shit! Oh, that was close. That was too close for my heart rate. Mahrez down. Was it Bernardo? Sorry, on that right-hand side with Cook. Oh, he's ripped Cucurella. He ripped him. He ripped Cucurella. Oh, Jesus. Bernardo is a baller, man. I love that guy. He's so good. He ripped Cucurella. I don't even know why Pep's taking him off. To be honest, why is he taking him off? Oh shit. He brought on. Oh shit. He's freshening up the flanks. He brought Mahrez on and Grealish. Oh, our fullbacks are about to hold corn, fam. They're gonna be tired as well after dealing with all of the shit they've had today, and he's just swapped both the wingers in and out. Yo, Pep's pissed, man. Pep wants problems. He doesn't want peace. Pep wants problems. He doesn't want peace. Wow. Pep. He took both of them off. He's an aggressive bastard, isn't he? He's stressed. He's got both of the wingers off and on. That's nuts. So now our fullbacks are up against fresh wingers. We don't even have any fullbacks to bring on, so we better just firm that. Here's Ake. Oh, you fucked up. You see that ball? That Haaland ball that was on? Who was that? Was that Rodri? That was a brilliant opportunity to slip Haaland in. He pissed it up. He messed up. I'm not going to lie. I watched that happen in real time. Grealish, I watched that happen in real time. Haaland was pissed. He wanted that ball in immediately in behind. Oh, Kai Havertz. Oh, what's going on here? Oh. Unlucky. I thought we had something. I thought we were going somewhere with that. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh. Zakaria, you can't play around too much, brother. You got good. You see, the thing is with Zakaria. Zakaria has good intentions, but he has a few limitations. So although I know what he's trying to do, and I like that he's brave enough to try and do it, don't do it. Because there's a time and a place, and on the edge of your box, unless you're cover, I don't trust anyone. I got trust issues. But I know what he's trying to do. He's trying to be a board, like he wants to be that guy. He wants to be like cover. He wants to be like cover. But not everybody can be cover. Not everybody can be cover, man. Oh, it's getting feisty. It's getting feisty. It's getting feisty, man. De Bruyne with the throw. Don't know why he's taking it, but he is. Here's a Kanji. Haven't really heard of him apart from that little clash with Kai. Here's Rodri. There's going to be a pass in between the lines. You've got to look at it there. Keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on that. I don't like the overload. Oh, shit. Cucurella. Oh, my God. Mahrez still going. Clear it. Well done. Jesus Christ. Cucurella's getting skipped past too many times now. And this is where, if Chilwell was fit, he would have brought Chilwell on. If he was starting Cucurella, he would have just brought Chilwell on to just freshen it up. Because right now, Cucurella's, as the game's going on, he's getting spun more and more and more. He started off well, I think, but here's De Bruyne. Ball in. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Please tell me that's offside. No, fuck. It's not offside. Oh, the inevitable. We all knew it was going to happen. Let's be real. I spoke about it already at the second half, man. Fuck's sake. Oh. How many more times, man? I've seen these games before 1 million times, man. You can play as well as you want, but you don't get points for playing well. You do get process points, but you don't get process points if you're 10th. We need points, fam. Oh, Jesus Christ. Honestly, it's well onside. It's ball across the box. Mahrez with the tap in. Cucurella, I don't know. Let me take a look at you because the ball's going over the sides. Aspie, yeah, you just ain't aware of what's going on behind you, bro. You're not aware. You got to be in front of your man. I don't know what you man are doing, but I'm tired of it. I'm genuinely tired. And it's going to be another one of those days where it's like, no, we were unlucky. No one gives a damn about your unluckiness. This is a ruthless sport, man. Ruthless league. Fuck. Fuckity fuck. Well, I can't say it wasn't coming in the second half, to be honest. We've been pretty abject. Pretty abject. We knew that Manchester City in the second half were going to have some sort of response. They have responded. And we are 1-0 down. For me, time to bring on Hutchinson, I think. Again, why not? A lot of people are pissed with Kepa. I'm going to watch the highlights. They're going to show that again. Kepa is right next to him. What you're saying, he should have come out. You're saying it's on Kepa. I wasn't even looking at Kepa. I'm so pissed. I didn't even look at Kepa, to be honest. You're saying that Kepa should have been out of his goal for loading. I don't know anymore, man. I'm too pissed to even be analysing that. 65 minutes gone, 1-0 down. So what are you saying? Kepa should have grabbed that. Okay. Some people are saying, what did Kepa do wrong? Some people are saying it's 1,000% Kepa's fault, 100% Kepa's fault. People just blaming Kepa. Look at Cucurella. You man are dead, letting us Arsenal fans down. Kepa 100%. Kepa could have dived. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, yeah, I didn't look at him, so I'm not sure. I'm just looking at what you guys are saying. I was just looking at. So you're saying Kepa could have saved the goal. So not the ball coming across. You're saying Kepa could have saved the shot. It was very close though, wasn't it? Letting it go by him. Oh, he let the ball go across him. Are you saying that? A lot of people are pissed with Kepa. I was looking at Cucurella for not keeping an eye on his man at the back post, but I'm just going to give him shared blame until I see it again. Here's Ziyech. Hutchinson, I would love to see him come on. I've said it already. There's nothing to lose, man. Bring him on. Aubameyang subbed. Turkish, I told you can't rely on us, brother. Aubameyang's being subbed. Well, fair play. I ain't got no problem with that. He ain't involved. So let's get it. Ziyech is going to create more chances than Aubameyang. So I ain't got no problem with that. I told you about this boomerang guy. Subbing off your striker when you're 1-0 down.
No, what the flip is Kepa doing? Kepa doing, man? Explain.
I'm not going to lie. I'm so pissed that I didn't even see Kepa. I was just looking at Cucurella, who's now being substituted for Lewis Hall. Aubameyang's got hooked, even though he was actually on. We're making 3 changes. Oh, Lord Jesus, Saeed. It's all kicking off, my brother. It's all kicking off. Brother, we're making 3 changes. Oh, wow. Man said 5 subs have been used already. That's how you know Potter knows, fam. Potter knows he has to get something out of this game. Gallagher's come on. Lewis Hall's come on. And I'm guessing the other one is Amari Hutchinson. Yes, it is. Okay. Well. What do we have here? 22 minutes to go. Hutchinson's on, please. Hutchinson. Anyone. Lewis Hall. Gallagher. Somebody do something. You play for Chelsea Football Club, guys. You have an opportunity here to make yourself a statement, man. This is ridiculous, guys. You have us in fucking 10th. You have us in 10th. Ball in. Gallagher. Here's Cover. Aspilicueta. I can't believe my football club is moving like this. Just in general, not this game, just in general. Just in general, this is nuts. Okay. I told you, lot, you can't rely upon us. I told you, Arsenal fans. You're now lashing out, getting all angry like I didn't tell you. Like I didn't tell you. We're not involved. Now we bring in on all the kids. We just brought on Aubameyang and now he's been hooked off. That is peak. I can't wait to see Aubameyang respond to that attitude-wise. I'm looking forward to seeing if he's gonna do what I think he's gonna do. Here's cover. Silver. Imagine, guys, right? So this Aubameyang thing, let's talk about it, right? You sign a stopgap striker for the season because you need goals. That's what he was bought in for, goals, instant impact. And we're 1-0 down to Manchester City, 10th in the league. We need a goal. And you take off the striker that you brought on. If that does not scream horrendous signing, I don't know what does. You need a goal and he's been hooked. When does his contract expire? Man City are in possession. 2024, next summer. Next summer. He hasn't got the service, you're right. But this is why I wanted a striker that doesn't rely upon service. This is why I wanted Jesus, because Jesus actually creates for himself. He drops deep. He creates for others. Do you see the problem? We are not good chance creators. So why are we buying service strikers? And I saw us again the other day looking for a penalty box striker. It doesn't make sense. We are not a creative team. So don't sign strikers that need creativity. They need to be able to do something for themselves. It's tiring. It's genuinely tiring. Saeed said he should come off, and he's been hooked off. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. I genuinely... It's a long day. Yeah, Cucurella. I mean, listen, Cucurella I thought was decent first half, but second half, Cucurella was poor, man. Got cooked. Cooked alive. Here we go, Manchester City. Haaland. Oh, my days. It was almost 2-0. Haaland almost on the end of that chance. So close. And we're starting to see the quality of Manchester City now. We're starting to see the big players turn up, because in big games, big players turn up. In moments where you need to have that little change, go up a gear, and you need somebody to decide a match of this magnitude, big players stand up. And I said it at the start of the second half, I don't know who's going to stand up for this team. I don't know. I'm relying upon youngsters, if I'm being honest, youngsters, and that's mad. But at least the youngsters are getting some match experience for their development. You know, that's the plus point. Here's Carney, Lewis Hall. It's good to see these young kids out here getting their opportunities. Hutchinson, better than nothing. Hutchinson, opportunity, chance for Havertz, not too bad. I see a lot of people getting very angry. I don't know what's going on. Here's Lewis Hall. Hutchinson, Gallagher. No, that's not the way, mate. That's not the way. Cover's never been a long-range shooter. Bro, I am not confident in any game at the moment. No Liverpool, no nothing. I'm reading the comments. Someone's saying that they're annoyed at Kai. A lot of people are saying Kai. I mean, no, I'm not surprised. That's why I predicted a Manchester City win. Doesn't mean it's any less painful, though. Doesn't mean it's any less painful. You know, I can predict a lot of things, but I still have the hope that we're not going to do what I predict. And unfortunately, looks like today is not one of those days. We're a long way. A lot of people are asking me a lot of questions. I can't answer them. Full time, I will answer these questions. 15 minutes to go. Aspilicueta. This is shambolic. This is shambolic, man. This football club. Oh, this is tough. 3 a.m. in India. Yeah, I'm not leaving the game early. Don't worry. No FIFA stream tonight. I've got to do the reviews and Big Six as well. The next FIFA stream for career mode will be on Saturday. That's the only time I have to do it. So on Saturday, I will do the career mode. I will do the FIFA stream on Saturday night. All right. It will never happen on the same day as a Chelsea game anyway. I tell you that. Never on the same night. Nah, no FIFA today. Last thing I need is to confirm my sacking on a day like this. Big Six is at 10:30. Yep. Review stream will be at 10 o'clock. The review stream is pinned at the top of the chat. Me, Dammy, and Anita will be breaking down, sobbing, crying at 10 p.m. on that for half an hour. London is red, man. I tell your Dave to end the stream. I don't have a Dave. This is painful. Jesus Christ. Do you know when you just watch a game, and I've done this so many times as a Chelsea fan recently, the last couple of years, when you know you're not coming back. I'm sitting here watching this knowing we ain't coming back. And I hate to be a negative nanny. I hate to be that person. But I'm watching this game and I know we're not coming back. I know we're not going to score. I know we're not going to equalize. I know we're not coming back. It's just about waiting for the pain to be over. Manchester City are controlling things, dominant in possession. They've created the better chances in the second half. Who knows if they could get a second, but they're too experienced and too much quality to let this slip. Way too much know-how, too much quality, too good on the ball. And we don't have the cutting edge. We don't. And I'm happy the youngsters have come on because at least they get the opportunity to show if they can do something. Because it's better than nothing. You know, at least when the youngsters don't do the business, say we don't get a point, I can say it doesn't matter really with the young players because the young players are developing and it's fine. You know, they're just, you know, they're making some of them. Hutchinson's making his Premier League debut. Lewis Hall, still 18 years old. You know, at least I have something for the look forward for the future. But if it was the seniors like Aubameyang up there and he's missing a chance or something, I'm going to kick off. So Kepa sold out. He's friends with Tony. Investigate. And we do this all again in the FA Cup on the weekend against Manchester City. Are we at home or away? I don't even know anymore. Are we at home or away? Ball in, cleared away. Silva's doing everything right now. Oh, Jesus. Are we at home or away? What is Gallagher doing? I don't know. Yeah, Gallagher came on as one of the 3 subs. Gallagher falls over. Oh, you have to give Connor credit for trying. He does try, Connor. He really fucking tries. And that's not even to be a dickhead. He genuinely does try his best. He just, I don't know. Here's Hutchinson. That's over here. Oh, fuck my life. Trying is not enough. Passion is not enough. Desire. You have to have that with technical quality. You have to have that with certain attributes as a midfielder and as a player in general in Chelsea, in all types of positions. What happened to a creative midfielder at this club who could create something special? What happened to I miss Eden Hazard so much. Prime Eden Hazard, man. Fuck me. You know, I didn't know. I genuinely didn't know how good I had it. I didn't know how good I had it. We used to have prime Eden Hazard in this team. Nutmegging people, showing up. I should have really fucking milked that shit a lot better than I did, man. I didn't appreciate it enough. And I appreciate it, but I didn't. Not enough, man. Eden Hazard. We missed that guy. Really missed that guy. Fuck me. So much ability, man. Long day. Here's Koulibaly. Silva. Zakaria. Well done, Zakaria. Well done. Well done, Zakaria. Well done. That's fair play. You did great there. Oh, who overhit that pass? Oh, Jesus. Every time I try to praise somebody fucks it up. Is that cover? Jesus Christ, man. Every time I try to do a little clappy clap, somebody goes and ruins it. Yes. For everybody that was crapping on 3 at the back, Manchester City are now 3 at the back team. How ironic is that? Huh? Everybody that used to shit on 3 at the back formation. Look at who's playing 3 at the back now. Well. What do we have here? More than you can believe, guys. More than you can believe, guys. Is now time to get Big Sam to help us keep up. I don't think we're there yet. Big Sam, not there yet, bro. Not there yet. I'm not in the mood. So unfortunately for you, you picked your moment wrong. Jesus Christ. You want to do that shit, go on Twitter, man. I'll argue with people on Twitter. I'm trying to chill. Oh God, this is peak. This is so peak, man. So peak. Me slandering Zakaria so much so that I said he should start this game. Imagine. Some people just don't listen to when my videos, I swear. I think they just talk. I think they just make up their own conclusions and they talk. Just because I don't think we should sign him permanently and I'm not over-gassing him. That's not slander. That's just an honest opinion. But I started him in my pre-match. So I must not be that crazy. Hutchinson. These words, man. Slander, agenda. These words are disgusting words. Lord Jesus. Overused words. Here's cover. Zakaria again. 6 minutes left. I don't know how the hell we're going to do something here. I really don't. I don't know how we're going to get back in this, guys. Genuinely. Yeah, he needs to come on and run at people 100%. He needs to start running at people. Has to start running at people, man. He has to. That's what he's here for. Oh, okay. It's all right now. 6 minutes left. Oh, man. Listen. When the seniors have you in 10th, I'm never going to slander a young player who's making their debut in the Premier League for not standing up to the test. If you've been a bit underwhelming, but brother, I don't mind. That's what young players are. Sometimes they're underwhelming, sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not. We're 10th. We're 10th. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'd rather see young players when we're 10th than see seniors. I'll tell you who's been underwhelming, the whole damn squad. I'll pick my fights with the ones on 250 bags a week before I start looking at the ones on 10 bags. That's just me. Couple minutes to go. Mad how they could score in the 60-something minute and we're still not looking like anywhere near scoring. How many shots have we had since they scored? How many chances have we had since they scored? None. I can't remember any. Maybe the Kai Havertz header, and that's about it. Sad state of affairs, man. At least you can tell Sammy who can't. Well, they lost to Brentford. So, yeah, I did contribute. You're right. Yeah, actually, sorry, I didn't read it right. Yeah, you're spot on. We did contribute. Yeah, we definitely contributed. Shit. We definitely contributed. Oh, shit. We're in the mud. It's dirty in the mud. Really dirty in the mud, people. We are in the mud. We are in the mud. It's so filthy in this mud. Oh, shit. What is happening, guys? What is happening to my beloved football club? Somebody please help us. Please, guys, somebody please help us. Please. You know, genuinely, like, we didn't need to watch the last 15 minutes. We could have genuinely all pissed off. We didn't need to watch this. We knew what it was, man. We knew. It's sad, but we knew, man. Let's be real about this shit. We knew, guys. I'm trying to do reverse psychology, praying to God that they surprise me, but it's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good. Jesus Christ. I actually genuinely want to... I'm actually upset. I'm actually upset. Oh, Jesus Christ. This is so bad. Here's Hutchinson. Oh my goodness. You know, if I oh bro. My heart is hurting, man. This is painful, man. Shit. Oh my goodness, my club is actually fucked at the moment. In the short term anyway, we are fucking shit. we like one of them, like genuinely the way we're speaking in that first half is like, yeah, we competed with Man City. We played well. You know, we could have been in the lead. Bro, we genuinely sound like Fulham. We sound like Brighton. We sound like a mid-table team. It's so sad. Like, our biggest like, oh fuck me, we're moving like Arsenal last season. We beat them in the first half. Jesus Christ, we didn't even lead in the first half. Can't even say you beat them in the first half because you didn't fucking score. Jesus Christ. This is not it, man. How the hell do people do this every year? Hold tight, the Arsenal fans, man. How the hell did you, man, do this shit every year for the last 2 decades? Fuck me. Hold tight. How did you, man, survive? Knowing that you're going to lose these kind of games. This is proper reverse. It's been reversed. Yeah, Zakaria's been really good, man. Fair play. He's had his little moments where he's tried to do too much and he's not been able to finish some things off with passes and stuff, but it is what it is, man. It's been good overall. Kepa. Oh no. Cover, play it. Go on, Carney. Play it. Okay, what we got? Lewis Hall. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. My goodness gracious me. Oh my goodness. Great opportunity for Lewis Hall. Very similar to the game against Manchester City at the Etihad where he just couldn't finish his chances. And that one's actually on his stronger foot, so I expected a lot better. He's just lashed at it, man. He's just lashed at it. It's all part of the process. It's all part of the process, man. Didn't even hit the target. Yeah, I know. I know in terms of the pre-match comments, yeah, people weren't happy with that. Right. Well, I better get ready for the review, hey? Two minutes to go. I would love a late equalizer if anybody gives a damn. I would fucking love it. I really would. As I've been saying for the last 10, 15 minutes, I just don't see it. And it's just because I know my club so well. I can feel it in the atmosphere, you know. I just can tell when we just ain't going to have enough. And we said it in the first half. If you don't take advantage of this moment where you look like you're having the better game, you have more possession, you have some control. If you don't score, there's nothing to be happy about. Because at the end of the day, you don't put the ball in the back of the net. You leave yourself open to losing matches. And that's what's happened. As Michael Owen would say, you don't score goals, you don't win games. And that's why, despite a really strong first half performance, it means nothing, really, unfortunately, people. I'm not in the business of full-time. Full fucking time. Wow. Well, I never. Link at the top of the chat. I will be doing the review live, not a video, live before the Big Six with Dami and Anita. We'll discuss everything there. I don't know who's going to shed tears, but they're more than welcome to in that live. We're bringing back the old review gang for just this special, and then I'll be on the Big Six at 10:30. So it's gonna be a half an hour review. I'm starting at 10 o'clock. There will be no lateness is greatness. Starting bang on 10. straight half an hour in and out, and we'll go through it all. That's where we'll get our statistics from the game. That's where we'll get our post-match quotes, all that shit. And until then, I bid you good night until 7 minutes time. It's in the, like I said, it's in the chat. Gives me a couple minutes to calm down. It's such a shame. Such a shame, people. Yeah, I'm getting everything ready now, so I'll see you guys in there. Shit. All right, it's on there. Link is at the top of the chat, people. You know, I can't fault the performance too much. Yeah, I see you, man. I see you, but I can say that for a lot of games now going forward, and shit, where we're gonna end up in this league, bro. Moment of silence is always needed in times like this, man. Yeah, we played well, bro, but we're 10th, bro. You know, we need points. Anyway, all right. In a bit, people. Peace. Smash up the likes, subscribe. Fuck. Bad day, bad things, bad things.
Perfect.